And today what we're going to do, hopefully that is to, hold on just one second. We're going to make sure I have everything here. Yeah, just switching the scenes. We're going to do Silent Motorboats Rouge Centurion analysis, and hopefully we're going to complete it all in one go this time. I'm going to try at least, or I might just have to break it up into multiple streams. Now, I kind of forgot what I was going to say for a lot of this. However, by and large, let's just go over this stage by stage, because I had like a whole other recording of this that I did, goodness, nearly a month ago, and I kind of forgot most of it. That being said, I'm sure it's going to come to me eventually. What we're going to do is we're going to look over the video, and then we're going to pause at certain points just to go over the things we can improve on, or in our areas of improvement, our knowledge if we need that. I'm just going to get this started here. There we go. Alright, so here we go. Let's get started. Let's go ahead. So this is going to be my game where I'm going to be demonstrating the actual strats, and this is going to be SMB's actual recording here. Let's take a look. Thankfully we're on YouTube as well, so I'm going to mute the volume. Here we go. So gun storage area, that's a pretty good piece. I like how you do that. I think this is pretty fast too, although I usually just gun straight over there instead of going to this left wall, but I remember mentioning this in the previous video that I did for you, but it really doesn't matter. You can do you here. It doesn't matter. However, what I do remember you doing something here. So we're gonna grab this piece, we're gonna kick that where we should be. So here's where the first sort of excuse me, let me take a sip of water. This is where I start to notice just nothing like terrible or anything, but something that can be improved on. If you go over here and we do frame by frame, you get this hint, I notice, but it's actually pretty much always slower to get this hint is the thing. That's the problem. You always want to go down and get the hint that's near the turtle at the bottom. But more importantly than that, I'm gonna go over here and you're gonna totally miss both Butterfly's Treasure, Dry Lagoon Thermometer, what's that thing called? Bullseye. And you're also going to miss, if you have the opportunity to see it, you're also going to miss in front of the right white bricks. So here's what I recommend. Oh shoot. Let's go over to my game here. And here's what I like to do. I like to, I'll just ignore that's a little missed, I guess, doesn't matter. Like you're over here and looks like we got a pretty good piece as well. Look like my game is slowing down, but it kind of doesn't matter because it's not like I'm doing any like speed strats here. Okay, so I'm over here, I'm getting, let's say, this piece. I get the spring, but let's say I don't. I don't want to get this hint, don't want to avoid the bomb first of all. I want to go over here, look for this, look for this, look for this. So these are 3 free pieces that you look for. Take as much time, like, you can like float around and lollygag over here. Then drill dive down. Go over here, look for plants in the shade, then get this hint over there, then go over here and look for, use this exact same angle and look for turtle's tongue. Well, whatever, under the turtle's face, right? So let's go ahead and go back to your, that's what I recommend anyway. It's a lot more efficient to do it this way because, think about it this way. Oh, by the way, let me just point this out. This also counts if you are, for example, going up here, right? If you're going up here for this piece over here, or this one over here. no matter where you're coming from. And by the way, if you're coming from here, you should look for in front of the white bricks. It's gonna be a little bit tough to look for, but just come over here and look for it. Now, let's go ahead and pause and go back to the video because I will say that your dry lagoons are really strong. There's not much I have to say about them. So let's just make sure we're at the right scene here. Yes, we are. Oh, oops. Let's go ahead and check it out. So let me just point this out here as well. I kind of skated right by it. So if you get a coconut, the worst thing that can happen to you is you also get in between the suns facing each other because they're totally compatible. And it's just the worst for it to happen to you. And you don't want that to happen to you. So you want to do the following. You want to check for, like, pretty much no matter what, unless you're going for a third piece. Unless you're going for a third piece. Well, how about let's break it down this way. In this case, you could have gotten it. But let's say you got by the giant's chair piece. No. Let's say you got above the biggest turtle shell piece 2. Then you don't check for between the suns facing each other because you already know that's a piece 3, it's incompatible, okay? But you're going to get a piece 2 and you haven't gotten a piece 3 yet, therefore you should be checking for this piece. I'm not going to demonstrate how to because I might demonstrate how to if I notice that you're not doing it correctly, but I'm pretty sure you know how to check for this piece pretty efficiently, so that's what I would recommend. Because right now you're just, like, you could have gone that piece and you would have gone, yeah, I don't know. Like, you make, like, these little mistakes here and there. I'm not going to, like, beat you over the head over them. Like, everybody does that. This one, for example. Let's see what you get next. Right. This piece, I'm sure there's a way to get this quickly. It's just that I don't know how to. So, going into the next one here. Missed the hint. Yeah, that's also not good. Yeah, I'm missing the hint a lot here, but I think, like, with some practice, you should be able to get it. Not something I would be concerned with. So, but here you want to well. So here's what I like to do in this situation. I really do like to check for beneath the turtle's face and not do what you did by avoiding the turtle's face altogether. I like to check beneath the turtle's face and check for plants in the shade while I get this piece. I really think that's just the most efficient way to do it, but at the same time, I think what you're doing here is fine, and it might just be faster in the long run. So do what you want here. I just like checking for that piece beforehand. But as long as you check for the piece, that's the most important part. Whoa, so to speak of the devil, you did see it. So at this point, now you shouldn't check for under the turtle's face, because that's simply just wasting time at this point. Just grab the hint and go. And it's a good thing you recognize that. Let's skip ahead 20 seconds here. Oh, well, that's kind of weird. Let's see how you missed this piece, actually. Because there is a way that I see... Yeah. So here's the problem that I see with how you begin the level. Look. So I restart. Here's what I do. I hold the right trigger, see what I can find. But look at what I do. I am really holding the L trigger. Well, you know what? Maybe I should... I'm holding the L trigger, so I go like this, and I look, and then I immediately start looking for this piece over here, a coconut, that can be over there, okay? So let's go for that, let's do that really quickly, and when I mean really quickly, I mean very slowly because my computer's lagging, but go over here, kick, look over here, and there should be plenty of time to look for this piece. Like, you should never be able to not see this piece. Oh, well, actually, I didn't even, apologies, let me get my scene up first. I can't be forgetting that. So now go like this, check for my pieces, go like this, and then I turn my camera all the way over there, then I immediately go over here and check for this thing. So let's just do that really quickly, as quick as I can. Here, and I really reel the camera back left here, and then I can check for this piece. So that's how I would do it, just so that you never have to worry, essentially. So let's go ahead and move on. So here we go. This is another situation where, well, okay, so SMB, you have to understand that you going for this movement in particular is not worth your time because you already got a piece due here. Why are you looking for other piece dues? I understand it might be able to build your muscle memory in this way, but let me show you what you should be doing because this is simply incompatible. Well, so don't do this because you already got a piece due. And if you're doing like the heavy reset struts that I noticed that you're doing, which is good, you should pretty much never be checking for this this piece unless you've given up and you're in a race setting or something. So look, like yeah, I see that you noticed and you saw you attempted to see this under the turtle's face, but look, I'm gonna give you like a small tip here that'll help you actually see even more free pieces and be even more time efficient. And trust me, like you might be thinking to yourself like this might not work, but it does. Like these pieces are absolutely compatible. So let's just say I got the Giants chair, okay? I got the Giants chair, I got blue stripe head, I'm like, okay, get this piece. What I want to do actually is do this move. Check for blue stripe head. Go up here this pillar, and then check. Well, shoot, I messed up a little bit here, but you get the point. You can also check for a bullseye if you go up this pillar and a very certain way. I messed it up a little bit, and you want to climb a little bit higher, but it kind of got vertexed. But that's the thing. You really do want to check for this, because instead of checking for that jar piece that will never be there, all of a sudden you're checking for two pieces, thermometer and bullseye, and then you drop down and look for this piece, and well, I should have killed the turtle first. Yeah, you know what, I really should have. But let's see if I can get this camera nip right, because it's all about the camera rising up here, and I just got a vertex. Like you can get vertex pretty easily here. Yeah, see, if you do it this way, you get a really clear picture of if you have bullseye right there. And the best thing about it is, let's say you do get bullseye, you want to go over here, and you want to get a bunch of height, and then come up here. Or if you get a thing in that, the thermometer in that matter. It is very fast, and you can, like, trust me, you can get this. And if you do get it, it's going to be very, very good for you. So, let's go ahead and go back to the video. So those are just a couple things that I noticed. Yeah, so you should be checking the well, you go for the wrong piece here. A lot of the things that I notice about you is just the piece recognition, but that's just going to come over time. I fully believe that you're going to be able to do it. Monster Turtles Tunnel, we got the good one. Here we go. Santaji's Treasure, very good. I'm not gonna like beat you over the head about the things that I already talked about, so. And yeah, you just go to the wrong one here. I don't think you were paying attention. You were too busy talking to me. And honestly, I didn't even notice that piece, so I guess it works out. You never know. So here we go. I mean, you really lucked out here. Maybe if I'll show you some pretty cool strats about calling out certain pieces if you get above the turtle's face. I mean, on the biggest turtle shell. But it's kind of risky, and you need to know the 1024 to do so. So you got huge screen, very good movement. There is faster movement, but you want to stay on the ground there ideally. But so here we go. Let me see what you do here, and I'm going to see, because again, you're going to notice that a lot of the things that I'm saying in this video is purely checking for free pieces, and here's another shining example of that. This piece in particular has a propensity to spawn in the, well, that one and the one next to it has a propensity to spawn in the corner of the room with hieroglyphics, which is bad. But what can be good is, let's just reset over here. And let's say that you're over here and you get this piece in the water, the pool in front of the wall. Here's what you want to do. You want to come over here. You want to like do this pretty slowly, but this will save time on average. You want to check for bullseye number 1, and you want to check for thermometer number 2. You want to sort of fly over here, but it's a pretty limited time span. What I like to do is come over here, look for this piece, and then go out and look for this piece. Let me grab the turtle as well. I didn't do the thing, did I? Yeah. So let me just do that over again. So suppose you are over. So again, suppose you are over here, and you get this piece. You want to come over here. You want to jump really high as you can, so you can check for a bullseye. But you also want to check for thermometer as well. Thermometer is pretty hard to see. It's almost as hard to see as the other thing. In fact, you may even want to come over here, see if you see it. But I like to go over here, check for that, and then check for this all at once. So just then you just check for 4 free pieces, which is going to be really, really good. All right, so let's go ahead and change the scene transition and move on here. I feel like we've covered a lot of ground already, which is good. So we get this piece. You kind of fumble over here, but oh well, that's good. You found this piece. So here's what I've been noticing. You've been looking for that piece really well, in my opinion. Like, you're pretty good at finding it. Water balcony, very good. Got a green ping, very good. Well, I think, yeah, SMB, I don't know what to say about you missing the monitor. So you shouldn't have got the monitor there, because I suppose you could have. It's just that you should have known that it was gun storage area already. You were already on your way to it, so why would you get the hint? But it's not going to matter too much in the long run, because, as I said before, you should be getting the hint at the bottom instead. Very good. Again, we already know what it is. So let's see. No, the problem is that you didn't check for under the turtle's face there. You got it last time, and the thing about it is you could have gotten it twice in a row. It's not unheard of to get it twice in a row. So let's work on that. You got to check for under the turtle's face, unless you have obviously above the biggest turtle's shell, in which case you never want to check for it. But or if you get plants in the shade piece 3, but you check for plants in the shade piece 3 after you check for under the turtle's biggest face, I guess. So there's very few times where you don't want to check for it. I guess that's a point I want to make. So let's move on. Very good. So yeah, you're really lucking out here with the free pieces. Let's go ahead, double check. Huge screen. Alright, you went to the right one this time, unlike how I did. I believe you beat me out at Dry Lagoon in this Senti. Oh, by the way, now that I mention it, look, you also wanted to check, well, let me change the transition here first. So for this piece in particular, you also want to check for, you want to check for the free pieces as well. This one is a little tougher, just, wait a second. No, I'm like on the completely wrong side. Look, you have this piece over here. Let's say you come over here, for example. You want to go over here and the same deal. You want to look for both pieces. This should be pretty clear. But you can also get things, so go over there and check that. Go over here and check this. Same exact deal. And by the way, let me just say this as well for clarity's sake. Let's just say you go over here and you notice you have a coconut on the left side, which is this one that you check every time. Like say you go blah blah blah, do the ball robots. I check for this piece down here. Go over here, grab the piece. Same exact deal. You do want to check for well, bullseye is not going to be visible. You have to go over here and you really have to glide towards it, and even then you have a really slim chance of looking at it. You want to check for a thermometer at least, and same deal, you want to check for plants in the shade as well. However order you want to do it, however order you want to check for under the turtle's face, but I do want to stress that you do want to do that. So let's move on. And just a lot of free piece checks, because right here I notice that you don't check for any of them. Well, I guess there is a way to check for the plants in the shade piece 3. It's just now here I do want to slightly mention that there is a way to get a lot of height out of the slope here, but it's not like it actually matters. Say you get that piece, you know. Stream for 21 minutes. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. What are you doing? Yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted, this is a really good illustration of why you never want to get the hint in the desert area. Look at how much time you just lost getting that hint. I'm sure you might have realized that while you were getting it, and maybe you're not going to do it again, but I just really wanted to point it out that like it's just super slow. You want to go straight downward. Like whenever you get a desert piece, well, a top piece as some like to say it. Excuse me. You want to go straight downward. It's just far more efficient to do it that way. I kind of noticed that you did check for that piece a little bit, the butterfly's treasure, but not really. I for sure couldn't figure it out. So there we get blue and white V. Very good grab of it. So let me see. Yeah, you got under a chin. I don't have anything to say about under chin. Well, maybe I do, but it's not important. Under star. Yeah, that's a lot of height. I don't know how you got that height. Weird. Look, so this is if there's anything I'm going to beat you over the head with, it's that you're not checking for under the turtle's face, unless you're some sort of Shaolin guru, and you know the 1024, and you know which pieces are compatible with turtle's face and which pieces aren't. Then you really should be checking for all of them. Behind the rubble. Let's see. All right, you wanna go? Yeah, go over there. And look, you have this piece over there that's probably floating on top, yeah. Yeah, this is why the dig sucks here. I really don't like it. Let's see what you get over here. I really don't know what to say. Just get the hint. Like, really go right in the center. Like, aim Rouge's kicks in the center of the monitor is what I want to say. That's the best advice I can give you right now. So same sort of vein here. You do want to check for the aforementioned 2 free pieces here. And okay, and for the most part, the same logic applies. You don't want to get that hint over there, unless you're right in front of it for the other hint. If you get the turtle's pool, you want to go down and get that hint instead. Okay, so here we go. You do check for this piece, but you don't check for turtle's face, and that might come out to... I think it actually does come to bite you in one of these things, because I'm just going to tell you that, look, and here I just want to illustrate that this is another time where this was technically a free piece you could have seen. But in my opinion, nothing particularly hurts more than missing under the turtle's face because you didn't check for it when you totally could have. I think that's the worst thing, because honestly, this time couldn't have been improved a whole lot, so it's not like it's terribly important, but for you to have checked bullseye, but Again, it saves you time on average, so that's what I'm going to recommend. One viewer, okay. Yeah, SMB. I think like maybe what it is you're trying to sort of skate by. Yeah, I think I'm noticing the problem and why you're missing the monitor so much, because it really is just wasting you a pretty significant amount of time missing the monitors every time. And I believe what it is you're trying to like go to the very left of the monitor so you can go straight to the robots. But don't look at it that way. If you're looking at it that way at all, just look at it as if you go to the center or to the right of the monitor, you'll be able to look for by the giant's chair even better because right now you're really not, and that's a problem. It's not like a huge, like insurmountable problem, but at the same time, I think it's something that should be addressed. All right, here we go. You have a 154. 154 RTA. I think that beats my time. Maybe. I don't remember. All right, you got the second hint. Classic. Classic. So yeah, so sometimes you can call this out, but it's very difficult. Actually, you know what? Guns mini storage area here. There is something that I did want to point out. So there are some times where there's no choice but to get this. But hold on. 1, 2. Let me just I'm gonna go into a whole tirade here about top pieces. I'm gonna run a little bit of a clinic here, in fact. So let's just say you are coming from the turtle. You got that piece, you got by a foot of a shell, and you're just taking this time loss. What you want to do, actually, let's pause here and let's figure out what's going on here. There is suppose Rouge is facing north. There's guns mini storage area to the northeast, and there's gun mini storage area to the northwest and to the southeast. Okay, so which one do you need to go for? There's actually a way to figure this out without guessing. And I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this because actually I think the way that I'm going to show you first might just trump the story style way, but here we go. You want to go over here and here's what's going to happen. You're either going to get a ping or you're not going to get a ping. If you get a ping, you do this. Go over here, get a bunch of height, go over here, get even more height, come over here and just climb up here and get guns mini storage this way. And if not, oh shoot. Alright, so let's say you're over here again and you're at this pillar. Like a lot of these pillars and you don't get a ping, you want to do the same story essentially. Go over here and just get a bunch of height from this slope and come over here and go into here. But this isn't the only piece that this works for. This also works for Protector of the Jar, because if you're over here and you get Protector of the Jar piece 2, you don't know what it is. But you come over here and you go over here this way, and you do it this way, you're going to get a ping. If you get a ping over here, same exact story. You're going to get this Protector of the Jar. I'm going to show you a different way to do this as well, though. Go over here, and bam, you're over there. When let's say you don't get a ping over here, you just want to go, oh shoot, go over here. Well, you would want to have good movement ideally, but go over here, get a bunch of height. I'm just doing some backup movement right now, really, but go over here, use this over here. Now, let me just show you the old school strats that I noticed from like runners back in 2017. So you go over here, let's just say the strat that I'm about to show you, I think it's pretty antiquated in regards to the strat that I just showed you, but let me just show you the fast strat for quote-unquote story style. It is no. I need to show you the fast way first. So let me revise what I just said. The thing that I just told you is for story style, okay? Let me show you what's not. You always want to go over here regardless of what you have for story style. This is for Protector of the Jar in general. Just for Protector of the Jar. Because look, what you can do is it over here, by the way? Yeah, you want to dig into this emerald. Go over here, hold the A button, get your hover frames, and go over here. This is a really good option select. It's just, it doesn't work as well for Guns Mini storage area, I feel like, which is why I don't like to do it for that piece in particular. So that's really all I have to say to you in regards to this piece, because no matter what kind of strats you're going to do, you're gonna run into this. So I say be prepared. And that's all I have to say right now about it. Let's go back. I think I was pretty comprehensive in this. Because right now you just guessed and like you never know. You want to take the guesswork out of the equation, and these strats are what I think is pretty substantial. Yeah, I think I spoke my piece about everything. Very, very good. Again, like I don't know how you're checking for. Okay, so just a small thing to know movement-wise. You want to go above the ground and kick excel. That's much faster than going in the water this way. It's just like it probably saves a second or more the way that you're doing it right now. Because look at how far away you want to go and kick excel on the ground here. Let me just give you a quick demonstration of that. Because this also works for blue and white striped whatever. Those ones. Hold on. So look, all it is hello. You want to go over here. So you get this same exact piece. You want to go over here and like look. This is actually much faster than what you did. Now that I think about it, like critically. So yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on here. That's a QED, my friend. You see and you learn. You don't never want that to happen to you either. I remember you saying something about, oh man, I missed the turtle's face, but in reality, you didn't really check for it. So if you're not checking for it, how did you miss it? And just wanted to pause there. You want to check for the free pieces as well, the 3 ones. And but I think that you do though. Like of course, part of the strat is that you can go on the turtle, you can react, and you can see. Sorry, I'm a little congested. You wanna go on the turtle, and then you look for plants in the shade, and then you say to yourself, "Oh, let me get it." But I've seen so many times that people just press B on the turtle as they see it, and they don't react accordingly, and then they just hate themselves because they missed plants in the shade and they missed a really good set. And don't let that be you. Is my honest opinion. Don't go on that turtle's shell unless you checked for plants in the shade beforehand. That's just my opinion though. I think Tommy Drum and a lot of people just go on the turtle shell, but that's just my opinion. It makes a lot of sense to me. Let's go ahead and move on. So yeah, no, that's another situation where you didn't check for the thing. I just like to point this out. So let's see how you get this piece. So the way that you want to get this piece is that let's talk about the 3-head wall here for a minute, because it is pretty important. I think that the movement in Rouge is going to come into play a lot with headquarters in particular, but it does start all these slope jumps, because slope jumps are really important. For example, come over here. You want to look at the slope, and you want to be the slope essentially. You want to say like, all right, where is the highest point in this slope over here? because if you can figure that out, you can basically say to yourself, okay, I'm gonna have enough height. Oh shoot, I pressed the B button. You want to have enough height to get onto this thing for free. Like that was, well, not perfect, but... And you want to do the same exact thing here. Get your hover frames, so you can get this piece, or you get this piece, or you can get this piece, or you can get this piece. I don't think I'm explaining this very well, but you want to really have a good idea. Like, it's pretty hard to see the slope because like there's a bunch of grass in the way after all, but look at the slope, and you want to maximize your airtime. Usually in this game you want to minimize your airtime, but it's simply faster to get on this wall and climb as little as you can, because the alternative that you did was just climbing. And this is super slow as opposed to getting a really high jump. That's what we're substituting it with. And this is the sort of movement I was say if you get over here, you get blue stripe pillar and you get under a chin, like you want to come over here and you want to go and get as much height as you can. And this is absolutely completely possible. It's just you want to put a clear focus on the height. Okay, that's essentially what I wanted to say. I think the rest of the things that I want to tell you are in the big oasis, so let's just pause over here. In fact, let me... Oh shoot, I wasn't seeing any of it. Here, let me repeat it anyway. Look. All I was saying is overall slope jumps are pretty important. We have to have a very deep understanding of the slopes and where the best point is. So let's go over my theoretical situation. I'm coming up from here, from the water, getting this piece down here, and I get under the chin. What I want to do, I want to get as much height as I can from this. I'm not really fast enough, but speed doesn't even matter because look, I just made it there because I had a really good understanding of the slope. Same thing here, and same what you did. You want to get as much height as possible because climbing is really slow. Normally in this game, you think to yourself, alright, I don't want to climb at all. I don't want to jump at all. I want to get as little airtime as possible. But the alternative to that is climbing, which is even slower. Which is why you want to get as much. Well, this wasn't a good example. This hill in particular is pretty important. Like, go over here. That was also a very horrible example. You want to go, or if you get enchanted pillar as well. Pretty important to get this as well. That was also a bad example, but it'll work. So that's all I was going to say. Really got to remember to change the scene. Alright, but let's move on. Go over here. Bam, bam. Now I do props do where it is. I like how you grab that piece and you don't climb the tree like some people do. Oh, for under a water plant, by the way, you also want to I feel like you want to use the you want to kick excel as well. I think it is pretty good to do that as well. At least that's what occurs to me. Under chin, same deal. It's kind of slow. The way that I just showed you pretty fast. While I'm here, really what is like the ping here, you can never tell what under the chin you have. So what I noticed Tommy was doing earlier, like he just started doing this, I picked up on it. You want to just go over here, pause if you need to, check. You don't have to pause, but just jump and see which one you have. Just don't do a 360 or 180. I didn't. Just pause. I'm not gonna do the scene. Yeah, your stream. I think this is your stream, right? Is the one that's sort of... I like how you waited for this piece as well. Yeah, that must be your stream messing up SMB, but you did get a really good set here. Kind of messed up the execution at the end, I guess. Alright. Yeah, I do like your reset strats a lot. That is a good set. I know, yeah, so the thing is, I noticed that you checked the, oh my god, my computer is burning up. Like, it's actually, like, I'm burning myself just trying to stream this. Yeah, yeah, my computer will be fine. I'm due for replacement anyway. I would recommend not checking for by the Giants chair that way. Check for it at the very, very beginning, like I said, like pretty early on, honestly. Just looking at the OBS, trying to see if this is like even acceptable. Because I do want to present myself in a certain way here, but shit behind the rubble here. So yeah, same story. Like, this is really slow what you're doing. Well, no, this is fine. This is fine. And look, you got a piece at the top here, right? Do you? Yeah, you get a piece at the top. And I don't even think I have to tell you. Just do the wall run there. It's pretty fast. Here we go. I don't think you're checking the free pieces. Well, I already went over it, so what are you gonna do? What do you get? So that time you actually did it the correct way, which is very good. Kind of the same story. You want to glide straight towards this one. I think you had a no. You get like you saw that, and again you want to. So I do want to demonstrate, like, no matter what, you should be, if you need to climb this pillar, you should be wall running it, like, no questions asked. There is a certain finesse to it, I can't really explain it, but look. I'm over here, and I need to do wall run. And I need to get that piece, or let's just say, oh my goodness, I just got behind the rubble, and I'm coming up from deep underwater. Like, there is a certain finesse to it, and I would just grind this out a little bit. I'm not sure how to explain it, just there is a way to get good at it. So, oh, shoot, I gotta change this damn scene. Look, all I was saying was that, alright, so say if you're coming, well, look, if you're coming over here, you should really just be climbing the pillar. Like, this is the one time where I would just climb the pillar, but let's say if you're coming from downtown, and you get behind the rubble to a stone statue facing each other, stone stuns facing each other, you can just wall run from here and do it this way. There's really no excuse to do it any other way. It's just losing you time. While I'm here, I may as well show you this tech as well. So if you do this, you'll be able to grab this piece right here. This is only in Centurion style, by the way, and I guess I didn't do all in there. So the key to doing this is to get the speed from the initial glide. As long as you can get the speed from the initial glide, you'll be fine. Now, how do you do the thing? You go ahead, you kick, but you hold A, you store A. Actually, I kind of messed up there. Oh yeah, I super messed up. Well, sort of. I guess I'm gliding onto this thing now. Essentially, you want to kick and hold A as soon as you can. Like BA is the inputs for this. This is get red fire in the water, by the way. I'm just changing the subject a little bit. So go over here. here, and you can just glide underwater and get this piece. Now, I just realized you can do the same thing for sealed window in the thing, in Aquatic Mine. Now, but here's what I usually do, or what I like to do anyway. Go over here, go on this pillar, and then glide, and I think this is a little faster. If you're coming from here, that is. If you're coming from Lonely Statue area, I don't even know. Let me see what you should do. I think the pillars are the same height, right? I'm just a little bit unfamiliar. No, this is the same. So yeah, just this, like, if you get this, makes red flower in the water really, really good. It's just red flower in the water is kind of rare to begin with. So let's move on. Point is, like, just get that wall run every time, and get the speed from the initial glide is what I want to say. Oh, tired. I still got stuff to do today. Okay. Good reset. A lot of good resets coming through. Think you go for the wrong one here? No, you don't. Again, try to check for this. Like, you can do it before or after, but you want to check for underneath the turtle's face. It's gonna bite you back. It already did once. Did you just get a free piece? Am I imagining things? Oh no, I totally saw that free piece. So it's SMB. Overall, I think you missed out on 5 free piece checks, and that just costed you. There's nothing more to it than that. Okay, here we go. Lots of square faces. Sometimes I take this piece. I'm sort of superstitious, and I think that sometimes I get really good piece layouts with square face in particular, but at the same time, I know it's not the best idea. Don't get that hint. Very good. Well, you went for that hint anyway. All right, so you get the free piece here in particular. You already know what to do, so did you get it? Yeah, you did get it. So yeah, let's see your box clip, because you might have to just be forced to box clip here. I'm gonna have to refer you to someone else, or to. Let me just be pretty honest here. I don't think anyone's really. I think Axel Thunder might legitimately be the best person at. You're going the wrong way. I'm just going to talk over because nothing's really happening right now. I think Axel Thunder might just be the best person to ask for box clip in particular, because everyone, and I mean everyone, lately is having trouble with box clip because nobody practices it. But Axel Thunder really knows what's his stuff there. Tommy Easy is a close second. So ask them, like, the best strategies for box clip. Tommy is going to show you a way to, like, a certain pixel that'll get it, but I've seen Tommy, like, fail it a lot lately. I've been failing it a lot lately. Everybody has. Seraphim has. Drum has. Well, Drum really hasn't. He's pretty good at it, so it's very tough. Just hang in there and you should be able to get it. I like how you get. Oh, what piece are you gonna get though? You're gonna fish food? No, on top of palm tree. Yeah, look, same story. Like, the slope jump there is really important. You do get some height here, but you don't want to be climbing for this long, really. Okay, so it looks like you got a free. You must have got. I hope you got a free piece. So no, yeah. I'm not really paying attention because I don't have to. Me not seeing free pieces here because I'm not paying attention isn't the worst thing to happen to me. Please tell me I changed the scene. Yes. Yeah, very good. I think Blue Striped Head definitely has pretty much potential to give you pretty good pieces. Not there though. Clearly not. No, you should know. You should just guess at this point. Like, that should not surprise you what piece you got at all. You want to take that spring, by the way. Whenever you get that, just take the spring. Take the spring, check here. I think, did I unmute? No. So look, I'm just going to give you a demonstration on how it works, because it gives you a very clear idea of this free pieces that you should check for. Check for my free, oh hey. Well, this will give me an idea, and this, just to give you an idea, this is what I do. I just go like straight for it. But I feel like it's faster. I don't know, which is why I think you're good, honestly. Well, you don't want to do that. I kind of was looking at my mouse cursor there. So all you want to do is go pick these boxes, grab your piece, go over here, check for butterfly's treasure, it's right near you, check for bullseye, check for that, go down, check for that, get your hint, check for this. That's the sort of thing that you want to do here. Like that spring, it does make you pretty fast, I should say. Turtle, okay. Now let's go ahead. We're almost done. I'm pretty sure there is a lot more that I want to say, though, that isn't brought up here in your X25. So yeah, I'm just going to go over the things that I think you should work on. I do have a red flower in the water, not like I care. And after all this is said and done, offering, I'm going to go over a few tips. And okay, so blue striped, you're going to get that hint, but don't get that hint. You want to kick the robots, and then grab the hint. And yeah, let me go over this actually. This is this is one situation that's pretty important to know. So look, I have blue stripe head. That's my name. I go over here. I get this. I don't get the hint. I check. No, don't check for this because it's incompatible. You can't have piece 1 and 2 in the Oasis. Go over here. Go over here. Pick Excel. Go over here. You want to go grab the piece. But here's what you want to do next. This is the one situation where you don't want to go down. Grab this hint. Over here. Over here. And then check for bullseye. Check for a thermometer. Check for that. Check for plant in the shade. Then go over here and check for... Do I have it? Go over here and check for underneath the turtle's face. It's just a little bit different of a script, really. I didn't do the scene. Okay. I'm like having time. Okay, so quickly. I have a yellow pink. Go over here. It can only be one thing. Go over here. Kick cell. Don't check for by the giant's chair because it's incompatible. Go over here. Go over here. Kick Excel once more. Go over here. And then grab the piece. Go over here. Get this hint. I'm not getting it right now just to demonstrate. You know what? I just had this idea. Why don't you check for butterfly's treasure as well? Because you have that opportunity. Butterfly's treasure, bullseye, thermometer, plants in the shade, and then turtle's face. That's what I wanted to get across. So those are 5 free pieces, because if you get butterfly's treasure, it's not going to be too bad. And if you do get it, it's pretty easy to get. So that's all I wanted to say. Now let's go ahead and move on. I didn't think this was going to come up. That being said, there are probably situations that are going to come up that you might not know about, and that's why I'm going to... But look, yeah, you get this hint, but you go straight down, and who knows, you might have gotten a really good set. Let's see if you do. Behind the rubble. Yeah, you never want to go this way, honestly. Oh, yet circle around the tilted pillar. So look, I will say that you want to, from what I understand, you want to go left every time. It's strictly faster, and left is strictly faster, but right is easier once you're out of bounds. That is, it really is up to you what your comfort level is. Like I go right a lot of the time because right isn't too much slower than if you're going for a circle around the tilted pillar or fish food or anything in there. But if you're going into the jail cell, left is strictly very much faster actually. I'm going to show you a different way to get into there, to get into the cell that's pretty fast, but only under certain conditions. And I think that it's really going to help out your gameplay moving forward. So I'm just going to demonstrate that to you and hope my computer doesn't fry itself because Jesus Christ, it is frying itself. Let's go for the storage area. What the fuck ever. I didn't know that could be there. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, you're killing it this run really. I have a lot of criticism. It's just that it's just gonna make you an even better runner than you are now. So I was super impressed by your tech skill. Dude, I thought that said red flowers for a skull couple. Yeah, I don't know why you. Well, I understand now because you got a free piece. But I really wouldn't look for the other thing that way. I also don't like RTA IGT strats and RTA categories, to be honest. What are you doing? I think we're both. I was not paying attention. You were not paying attention. Anyways, it's okay. So this is gonna round out your RCC. Looks like I got a jail piece probably. Yeah. So I'm not gonna scrounge over all that. But what I will scrounge over is nothing. No, trust me, nothing mattered. It's totally on purpose. It's not like I forgot to change it, Baka. What I do want to notice is that it's not like you did anything important. You wanna behind the rubble. You guys got behind the rubble. This is another example, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. What I am looking for is okay. So you have piece 2 blue and white pea, and then you get fish food, for example. I'm going to show you a clip that'll help you get this really quickly without using box flip. It'll take box flip out of the equation. The only stipulation is that you need the turtle in the big oasis. It's not going to work if you don't. This is largely going to be irrelevant because he's going to be there anyways, but I just want to mention that for completion's sake, just so that you don't come around and say, oh my god, why isn't this trick working? This wall is important. You don't want to see Rouge. Make sure it looks like this. Rouge is going to do, she's going to run to this corner. She's going to jump. High jump. Hold A, in fact. So, I'm going to go in position. This is my position. I'm going to aim for that corner. I'm going to hold forward. And when the camera shakes, I'm going to hold up. Like, I've been having trouble with this trick too. I might just refer you to Axel and Tommy for this one. Yeah, okay. Well, why am I having trouble with this? Well, this is the point, and I went the entirely wrong way, but look at how fast this is. Just see it. What? Why is there a box there? Oh, anyway. So there you go. That's the point. And that's one clip that you can do. Another clip is you can like clip out here somehow, like that, I guess. There is a way to do it, that's totally easy. It's only relevant if you go to hieroglyphics room, but like hell you'll ever need this. But it's there, so I don't want to like take away his thunder, really. But we're going to go into egg quarters now. Egg quarters is definitely, I feel like this is like the main thing you want to work on because all in all, you did beat me in Jar Lagoon, and I don't think there's much to be much to talk about there, but there is a bunch to talk about in headquarters. Let's go ahead and figure it out. Oops. Come on, YouTube. So, head of the Condor. So, of course, I think I mentioned this to you. If you see head of the Condor in the middle of the room, the is always alter, A is always somewhere else. A is not alter, A is never alter. So here we go. I think there's too much to even go over. There's a lot you can work on here. But hopefully I can nail most of the kinks here. Room with hieroglyphics, you should know which one this is. Yeah, this I thought this was green, but it's actually blue. Yeah, it's this room right here. It's actually the easier one because under the treasure is kind of hard to get. All right. I remember we were having an argument about this one, but it's a free piece. Not concerned about it. So look, I'm going to really stress, look, we got the center of an X. Well, you get this piece, and for Centurion style, I guess this is fine to get. In fact, I kind of recommend it because you can get 3 triangles and get a pretty good set. So yeah, no complaints here. Above the entrance, I remember, kind of want to turn the volume for this one. It's kind of funny what she said to me here. Like, where is this? Above the entrance. Never heard of that before. Is it under the belly? God, I have a Chick-fil-A sandwich. I think I'm gonna eat it. Mmm. Chicken. Alright, I never left, I'm back. I've been really meaning to say what the optimal movement here is in egg quarters. It's just that it hasn't happened in the first two, but we have 22 more, so. And you're also going the entirely wrong way. Something I notice about runners in egg quarters in particular is that, by the way, that robot that you just killed will never have a piece inside of him. It's only the guy on the front, and that's in piece 1, so there's really no need to ever kill him. Never need to kill both of them, I should say. They will always be piece 1. Well, it's either going to be piece 1 or you're going to be there anyway, because you can't just get them for free. You'll never get them for free, in fact. In the green room in particular. I think I was clamoring about this piece as well. Hungry. Not hungry. Here we go. Yellow head, very good. So, here we go. You know what? I think your movement here is fine. I really do think it's fine. Because I think this is one of the strengths that you have as a player. SMB, like, your movement is pretty top-notch no matter what you play. And I think nobody can take that away from you. That being said, there is room for improvement here. I noticed you glided into these guys, but first let me just go over the movement here. First, you want to check for follow the line on the wall. Well, hold on. Check for follow the line on the wall in a Blue Centurion. It's gonna be moving piece up here, as we were talking about. But you can also check for above it on the needle as well, which is going to be over here near this. Sorry. Look. So the point is, you want to check for the moving piece, and you want to check for the piece that's going to be over here, like right above the needle. It's very hidden, it's pretty hard to find, but it is possible, and that'll save you a little bit of time. Maybe not enough time on average, and some people just elect not to do this because death strats are faster, but it is still something you can do. And in Centurion style, for sure you want to check for fallen blind on the wall, because it's a very common piece. Now, you're done checking for this. What do? You die? Okay. What I like to do is, I like to get hit by these guys, get hit by these guys in particular. Kick, destroy that guy, pause, look for this piece up here. It's going to be slowly swimming, bugs on patrol. Go over here, kill whoever I need to kill. In addition to that, there is something that I did want to point out. There is, what's this piece called? 2 pairs of different length legs. Wait, is there really 2 pairs? Yeah, there is. Look. So, I want you to take a good look at the pillars. If you look right now, there are only 3 pillars. I want you to notice something. 3 pillars. 4 pillars. The 4th pillar just popped up, okay? You pop back out. In. Out. And if you notice, I have to reset the camera a bit here, but if you move, you can see the 2 pairs of different legs just floating there, shining. It's going to be right at this spot, and you can totally notice it. Well, it's going to be more akin to this spot right here, but you can totally notice it. Now, this isn't the best way to do it, it's just my way. Most of the runners just kill this robot right here, and then look for it that way, but I just wanted to mention to you that there is a different way to check for this piece. But the point is, the reason why I pointed out why your movement's so good is because, I think it's just going to come to you in time. You don't really have to worry about the movement. I think overall in egg quarters you need to recognize the pieces in particular. Like for this example, I don't need to death strat, it's just going to be faster for me to get there. So yeah, let's move on. I think just piece recognition and just playing the stage a whole bunch. I would recommend looking at Axel Thunder, Tommy Easy, myself, Drum, just to get a good idea of how really clean movement looks like in quarters, for sure. Let's... Yeah, why is it this way? Game capture. Yes. Alright, here we go. I forget what piece you had. Alright, you have this, you get damage, I like it, but... So you want a death strat here. It's fine that you didn't, but you just want a death trap because it's simply faster. For I like something no, you clearly know where Skull Rooms is, but if you get a green room piece, you always want a death trap. Let's see what the next piece you get is though. Yeah, I would gamble for this. Look at how much time you're wasting. Well, I don't want to say wasted time because you're learning from this in the end. If you hadn't done this, then I wouldn't have to ban. Oh my god, this is going... The heat's going straight through my wooden... The heat's going straight through my wooden, my solid wood thing, and it's removing the paint from my... Oh my god, it's super overheating right now. Anyways, yeah, I need a new computer. If you hadn't made the mistake now, then how would I have known to analyze this? You're wasting a lot of time, one, trying to find a hint, and two, you could have already been moving to the green room already. Think about it this way. If you gamble to the altar, it can be either in the altar or the green room. However, you're going to get to the green room, it's faster to go through the altar. You get a hint on your way to the altar, you find out it's in the green room, that's a 66% chance of success. And if it's in the blue room, at least that's still pretty fast. Blackbird in the shadow, that's going to suck, but it was a good gamble, and in my opinion, it would save more time on average to do so. So in this situation, if you had a death strat, you get Skull's Room, you get Under the Tail, you get Sleeping Under a Coffin, and you don't get a ping right away, gamble to altar. I think that's a really safe bet. And look, just like that, it would have worked out, and you would have been 5 seconds ahead right now. That's honestly what I do, and that's what a lot of people do. Glowing red square, not a very good piece. So yeah. Look, you should know that if you get a piece like this, if you get blue scurrying bug or wings but can't fly, you should know that killing the robots is useless and you can just move on with your life. It does save like a couple seconds, so I think it is a pretty significant time save. Like, know when you don't have to kill. I think that... What is this? Why do I have lemon water? Oh, this is... I think I remember what happened to you here. Something very sad. Yeah, this is a free piece, but I think I did... Yeah, I went over it for sure. I think you're going to get placed around by black and yellow, and you're just going to lose a bunch of time. Oh. Again, if you had... Actually... Oh yeah, looks like you're going to get 4-man. Like, literal 4-man. Number 4-man. Stage 4-man. So you get Sleeping Under Coffin. I just want to make a little bit of a lemma here. If you get a ping here from Sleeping Under a Coffin or White Middle Finger, then it's Semi-Dark Eggman. And you want to just gun straight for it. You don't want to get a hint. You don't want to waste 5 seconds freaking out. Go straight for Eggman, for a Semi-Dark Eggman. So, I like the way you get this. I just want to point out that For sleeping under coffin in particular, it's very finicky to get this piece. Well, I shouldn't say finicky, it's very particular, but once you know how to get it, it's consistent. Dude, how many frames did I drop, by the way? 318, it's not bad. You want to dig like right in front of it, in front of the coffin. You don't want to go in back of it, you don't want to go in the middle of it. You want to go right in front of it and kill it that way. I still haven't gone over reset strats. I don't know when I'm going to.
Yeah, that's definitely blue, right?
Yeah, but the good thing is that you're getting hit there, so you can go for death strats. I'll talk about death strats in just a bit, probably at the very end once you're, because I think that you're
Why'd you
ready
lie
to
to
do
me?
it. I guess
SMB,
you
I had to.
probably just don't know about it. Where are you going? Getting on the scorpion again? Oh, black container. I think I tricked you here, because I wanted to win. Oh, the second room, because it's the blue room.
First place you landed.
Yeah, this is a 6 set, actually. Oh, over there. Here we go, what do we got?
Yeah, then
just
why
another
is
thing of
Eggman
piece
white?
recognition. I doubt you're gonna forget it at this point. I like how you get this piece too. I don't get it this way, but I do it really slow.
That wall's kind of thick. Just saying, man.
You get a thick wall.
Oh no, he got a life sentence.
So
That's
as I
so
said before, you
sad.
do want to check for on a needle pretty much always. So every single one of these attempts you should be checking for on a needle. If you want to, that is. You don't have to, it's not required. Because really it's pretty much far more powerful to do death traps, which
This
I'm
is
going
so
to
sad. Can we please have
point
a
out
slightly
later.
shorter life sentence?
Okay, good. Thought OBS was shitting itself for a second. Skull.
I appreciate all of your tweets, I just don't
Now, there
always
is a way
see
you want to
them.
get by this egg beetle robot, even if he's going through a corridor, for example, like a really tight window. Upside down stairs. Again, you should know this is a green piece, and it's really not faster to do it this way because you have to go up instead of down.
Am I
So
going
you
in
want
the
to go
right
for blue
direction?
room. If you're
Yes, I
getting this
am.
piece,
Let's
I
go.
personally reset this piece because it just sucks so much.
I was really doubting
And I noticed
myself
that you're
there.
going to go the entirely wrong way here as well. But I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles. However, you do get a pretty good set with this, though. Good second piece, I should say. Get hit by the robot. Yeah, I wonder, are you practicing for like a...
Damn.
Yeah, this has to be red, right? Yeah. So let me see. The thing that I value the most, right? Yeah, because look, I do the right side, and I always gamble for it's not even more of a gamble. I just guess for green for altar/green room and not for blue room because that's only a 33% chance of success. Now, going for the left one, the good reason why people go for the right monitor, like you just did in that example, is so that you can get the hint on your way to green room, so you can turn around if it's a blue room piece. But the move, like Emarua does it, Drum does it, but Tommy and I don't do it. We just go to the left. Dage doesn't, I know, like for sure Dage doesn't do it. So left versus right, gang, I guess it just depends. Depends on what you want. Yeah. In my opinion, I just think right side is easier, and like, who needs the hint anyway? You just, I hate to preach it to you, but just guess to altered/green, because it's probably gonna be either of those
I
anyway.
think it should be named Matt Quarters.
So for this hint in particular, It's a pretty
Yeah,
cool way to
'cause
get
we
it. You don't
cooked an
have to
egg on
climb.
stream.
It's you want to spiral upper to get in. I don't need to show you how to spiral upper, so
This is the
I'm not going to show you at all.
place surrounded by black and yellow.
And this is okay. This is another problem with. I feel like with this stage, there's so many Amo chows trying to interrupt you getting a hint. So why even bother, right? Just ignore the hint anyways and go with your gut. You get a skull message anyway, and you. I think you're
I
ending
can't
up
believe I just
guessing for
prevented the
green room
skulls from
anyway.
sending a
That's what you're
message from
ending
each
up
other
doing,
to each
which
other.
is good. So keep it up.
Those skulls use Discord.
Here we go. Let's see what we got. We'll scale I.
What if we're the skulls sending the messages?
So yeah, my only problem is you don't want to get hit by the egg beetle robot. You want to get hit by. You want to go in the shadows. That's the most important thing. Go in the shadows for a little bit and then get hit by the egg by gamma, so you don't waste time. Because getting hit by the egg beetle robot wastes pretty much like a couple seconds. You don't want that. Like that's a huge amount of time once you think about it.
And that's like,
The ring? I've never seen this before.
I want to see how you avoid
It's
Alma
red.
Chow here. But how do you avoid? No, yeah, I'm thinking about. Well, you don't. So yeah, so you end up and
Me
look at
neither.
how good that is. Imagine
Where
if
is
you like just
Also, I
didn't.
just got a 33.
Imagine if you were
I mean
scrambling
34.
around getting a hint, for example. That would have been really slow.
26.
So 4 pillars
Where is
is a
4
strategy to
pillars?
get this
Is
piece,
it
and
like
it
that
does
green
revolve
thing?
around getting the right ping.
It's always green, but it can be in a few different places.
You avoided the Gamma robot. Never ever ever do that because he could have gone a piece. Well, I don't want to say never ever, but for this piece, for a green room piece, never avoid the gammas. So you have a green ping. It's gonna be in the box. You should know this by now. Well, I'm telling you. You shouldn't have known that prior, but I just told you. Let me be a little less pretentious about it. If you have a green ping at this point in going to the green room, it's gonna be it's going to be in the box. If it's yellow at this point, it's going to be in the left one in one of the pillars. Okay, that's how you know. There's no piece there. I mean the box, yes. And ideally you want to get damage before then, and you want to get hit by the gamma blasts. Coconuts. Kill yourself that way. We got a dark room. Did I just see a free piece slowly swimming? Am I crazy? I feel like I didn't imagine that because I'm not the one that's playing. Yeah, I guess I did imagine it.
Pretty sure that this is all.
It was in weird position anyway.
Yes, it is.
Can't wait.
On SMB, execute.
I had to go to altar, so the movement's super weird.
Okay, so this piece.
Where's in the shadow of the scurrying bug?
I don't
think
know.
it's green,
You
but I
shouldn't
don't
go
know.
through here because there's only a blue or green room piece.
Okay.
And since it is, you want to go through blue, see if you can get lucky.
Spiral upward.
Right now,
Well-
you technically did. Yes, you totally can spiral upper for this. You want to spiral upper for this in blue room, but if you're going through green room and you have the height advantage, you want to glide to it. So
I
yeah,
guess I
definitely
got
don't
lucky
wanna-
because I just went through
to
green.
climb up because that's really slow.
I mean
Probably
altar. I
wasting a
mean.
lot of time.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And just kill yourself this way.
Well, yeah, you're very.
And remember, these
I guess
green
I'm not
guys
lucky because I
cannot
actually got
have-
Red Warrior, but I didn't get to
It's
check
not
it
that they
low.
can't have pieces in them, it's just that they're never going to be free, so you'd best remember that. Just so you remember not to waste any time with them, because on average it's going to save you a ton of time. Oh, you got slowly
Slowly
swimming.
swimming. Because if so, that
I'm
would have
getting
been
through
a
this really quickly,
double
though.
free piece set low.
I may not.
If only I went through blue.
Yeah. So slowly swimming's gonna be.
Alright. Golden Condor, this is a really good green room piece. But again, the problem is that you don't recognize a lot of the pieces. A lot of these really common pieces. And that's just going to come from you're going somewhere that's not where it is.
Where's Golden?
There's not much I can do for you, SMB, but
Come here.
just practice, practice, practice. Like, have a lot of fun with
Where's
the level.
this
I know I
piece?
have a lot of fun playing this level,
I've never
but
seen it before.
I understand that's really not you.
Condor piece 1 is in.
I know that it's
recommend
somewhere in
using the
green,
dissonance
but I
that's
don't know
being
where.
formed right now. You're getting really frustrated trying to get this piece.
Is it off to the side?
Use that anger to fuel your own ambitions.
It's in
Really say to
there?
yourself, alright, I am never forgetting this piece ever
Why?
again.
I say skulls facing each other because I literally
No
just
way.
got the piece.
This is what a lot of competitive
It's the
speedrunners, fighting game experts,
Well, I just lost
just
50 seconds
athletes. That's
looking
what a
for
lot
that
of them
piece
do.
though.
So there's no reason you can't transfer this skill onto this game as well. A lot of this game, a lot of these things that mentalities that I'm trying to say is just
Wandering
going
Ghost. I actually have no
yeah,
idea
this
where
would have
this
been a dumb
is.
good set. You're right. It really is a lot of transferable skills. I don't know
Where?
where you're going, SMB.
You're gonna figure it out.
Thanks for
Again,
the help, Melters.
once you play like Rouge, like for a
Oh,
full
there
day
it is. That's a
nonstop,
really dumb.
you're probably not gonna forget things as much as you do.
46. I'm
Pretty good.
I want to get a 46.
But look at how much time you're wasting getting hit by that beetle robot. I don't recommend it. This is the normal way I get this piece.
Did you ever look at the IGT and say to yourself, like,
Yeah, this is again a free piece you could have gotten, but it is pretty slow to get. Think about it this way.
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing right now.
You have to go through this place anyway, if you get like a altar piece. So
I thought
why
that I would
not?
be SMB by
Look, are
now,
you gonna get
but
an
I
altar
guess
piece?
not.
Yes, you are. So you're really just losing time. It's far less efficient. You could have just essentially jumped over the Egg Beetle robot, to just avoid this entirely and not get hit. A lot of the time loss, like like you're telling me that you're getting 50-second to 1 minutes here, and I definitely see that in your splits. But a lot of it is just getting hit by that egg beetle robot and being really inefficient with your movement. Not to say that your movement isn't good, it's just that it could be completely more efficient.
Wings
And
but
once you
can't fly.
gain a lot
That's so
more
sad. Can we
knowledge,
get an F in the
in
chat
this
for the guy who
game,
can't fly?
in this stage, that's when it's really going to start to come together. Once you're here, you don't want to jump up or anything. Yeah, I see your spiral uppering right now. So you want to spiral upper right near the water's edge. You're going to see this little seam right here, like this black seam that's near the white square thingy. That's where you want to spiral upper. Well, actually more to the corner. This doesn't super matter, but
Nice wings. Do you use them to fly ever? No.
I died. I just got shot.
Melters got
see, you're going
shot.
through
No.
green anyway. Who cares?
I just want to stop sucking and not get a minute 36 security
Yeah, I think I'm
halls.
taking like not that much time actually. So downstairs again. You know this is green, but you're still going through the altar when you could be checking for around 5 free pieces along the way. And I guess there are a couple free pieces you could see through the altar, so really just 3. Well, 4 technically. I really think it's faster to just go through green room, because if you're going through green room, then you're also doing death strats as well. That's my opinion anyway. That's what I always thought about it. Like, I never thought that doing this would be
Sad.
faster. It seems so much slower to me. Well, let's see if you're going to remember this, because you had a really hard time looking for this before. But you got it. Like, are you not aware of death strats?
I
You
just want
probably are.
something
I'm going to give
less
you
than a
credit where
minute
it's
when I
due.
play that.
Dark room. So you know this is red. Where are you going to go? Alright, that's the ideal way, although... Well, actually, this is not ideal. SMB, thinking really critically right now. You've already checked for the free pieces through the altar already, regardless if it was a good idea to go through altar or not in the first place. Why would you go through altar again if you know there aren't any free pieces to be checked, if you can go through blue room and look for free pieces that you haven't checked already? In my opinion, it would be more lucrative to go through blue room, see if you can check for slowly swimming. Even if you miss it, at least you gave it an attempt and tried to do it that way. That's my opinion. I really
Is
don't
this
see
the only advice you
the
have
use in doing so.
on all of security?
You also want to jump past the egg beetle robot over here? You already know.
What else can I say about this stage?
Get the free piece. If this is a blue room piece, there you go. You could have checked for it. I didn't know about that going into this. I just thought that, I really thought that you could have seen this piece and it would have been far more efficient and my mouth would have been shut because technically what you did was far more efficient than what I was saying. Your routing SMB was better than what I said. Going through the altar, getting the green room piece, checking for slowly swimming, then going to a dark room, it could have worked out. The only thing that wouldn't worked out if you had a diggable black bar in the shadow, for example. This is sort of the repeating pattern that you're going to hear me say. Checking for these free pieces is how you're going to save a lot of time on average. And it's not just sort of like a small thing either. It's huge. And if you want to get really, really, really like top tier good at it, this is what you have to do.
Yes.
Same thing here. Just go ahead and get a just go ahead and give a little bit of a spiral upper here to this piece. I don't know what's going on with my voice, by the way. Dude, it must be the fall that's coming. Oh, the fall.
First place you landed. That's got to be altar, right?
Over the summer, enough of these bugs. Well, there's gonna be bugs in the fall, but
Yellow.
It's yellow.
That's what sword killers said.
regardless.
Yo, where's Condor's egg? Orange.
So that's a really good set. Actually, let me see how you get this. You want to spiral upper to get this piece. You don't want to get hit.
Just like these monkeys that I killed.
Yeah, you know how to get this piece. I'm not gonna.
You gotta go get the hexagonal
You so the point is, I'm not gonna show you because you can just do it. You want to glide into the pop-up ghost because if you're gliding or if you're in the air in any capacity, they can't knock you down. That way, once you do it like that, you glide as close to the ground as you can, buffer, and you want to buffer the inputs to the spiral upper, sort of like you do for Farfucker in Sandy's Path Through Stone Statue's head, to do it exactly the same way. So if you can transfer that knowledge to here,
I'm
then you're
gonna
gonna be
go
all
brown
set.
between brick.
But right now you're gonna get 6 segment marks, or I don't know, what are you gonna get?
This hint name sounds really
It's
funny.
probably
How I say it.
three triangles. Look, so this is going to be a small footnote for story style. And trust me, I've been screwed over by this so many times, so you'd best pay attention. Do not get this Amo Chow. This Amo Chow is going to, while you're getting the pick nails, he's going to kill himself and you're not going to be able to get a hit. It's going to be really terrible for you if you get this Amo Chow. So you always want to jump really high just to avoid it. Because if you get this Amo Chow, like right now, this isn't a story style, this is Centurion style. But even still, it's good practice to avoid this guy. You really don't want him.
Chow just broke the box for me. Thanks.
I would not dig down in these boxes. It's been documented before that people dug into these boxes and dug down into the bottom to their deaths, into the hole. How do you say this? They dug out of bounds and killed themselves. And in order to prevent this, you can just kick into the boxes, and Rouge's hitbox will just grab the piece for you. This is what I recommend, and I think it's a little bit faster actually.
What a cool
Bit
guy.
of tail.
For once, I actually got the strat where you like read the hint as you go down the slope.
Down the slope.
So overall, all I would like to say is just
Oh, this game is actually so racist. I can't believe there's a piece called a black container.
Go home, wandering ghost, you're drunk.
What?
What piece did you get?
Oh no.
Why are you over here? I mean, it worked out, but...
My entire life.
Oh, a black container, that's right.
I have to go to security hall. I got a 36
I remember I
page
was
course
clamoring over this as well.
my first two. How do I beat that?
Yeah, let's see how...
It's impossible.
Is this a good set?
I'm gonna guess that this is
Yeah,
in
it's a
green.
very good set,
If it's not-
actually.
Bro, I wish more people would talk in the
Again, you didn't know
SA2
where Klingon
community
Servant was, I
discussion
just...
server. It's really entertaining.
I'd honestly just, again, just practice more. Think about the movement that I told you before,
If I did.
and just, don't die here, SMB. Well, you're not going
Honestly,
to.
if it
Good.
gets changed to loadless, I wouldn't care that much.
The key is to dig a little bit right in front of the rings for this piece. On the Scorpion, you already know where this is. And the good thing about it is it's good that you've learned, like, as the Centurion went on, with, like, where you want to go. But I do agree with this, going through Green Room, because you can check for Skull Message. You can also check for Holy Sacrifice as well.
I don't get what
So
you're
good on you
talking
for
about.
doing that. I just wonder if
Don't
you're
you
going to get
have
Chow
top 10
on the
Dark
wall,
Story?
though. We were to get 2 diggable pieces, however.
What?
Well, here you go.
Uh,
That piece, Red Warrior. So
I
again,
think
you're not going to
I
get
haven't
Green
used
Room Red
PS3 in a
Warrior,
while
so
because
I
I sold my PS3.
wonder
but
what you're doing here.
if I got one, then that would probably be fine.
Are you checking? I guess you can check for a few free
But-
pieces, but at the same time, you can get Chow Sign on the floor. You can get you can get you can get Chow Sign on the floor. You can get Blackbird in the Shadow. You can get Dark Chow. You can get Dark Sonic. All these Blue Room diggable pieces. It's highly likely that you're not going to Like, I understand why you went to the Green Room. It's because you didn't know that it could be that you didn't know that Green Room Red Warrior couldn't be a free piece. It's just that there's no possible reason why you would ever want to do that if you knew that, if you had the required information. So let's go ahead and turn around next time and go straight to the Red
I am
Room.
just inseparable from my PS4
And
controller.
then check a hint and go through.
Hot Chow.
It worked out anyway. That would have been even better. So look, you got this. Let's see what you do from here. I'm going to have to make like a very separate video. How about this? I'm going to make a separate video about death strats, but I'm going to make it just a general video for everybody.
I know.
Not just
think
for
it's,
you
like, over
to
here.
watch. Oh look, we're on security hall already. So there's a lot to go over in security hall. A lot of the things that I want to go over in security hall is just knowledge based, okay? Oh, excuse me. It's very lacking in security hall. It really is just movement based in security hall. Let's check. 2-colored container. Let's see if you get the right one. So yeah, you should know which one this is, and
over
you
here?
do. The thing that I like the most is you go exactly
Let's
where
go.
it is, so that's very good. Okay, so you want to get the bad spring here. Well, short spring, I want to say. In order to get this short spring, you want to kick quickly at the spring at a sort of 45-degree angle or steeper, and that'll be good. Let me just give you a quick overview of how to do it, because this is going to save you pretty good amount of time in the long run here. Well, see how slow. Hey, it's quick. See, I went at a pretty obtuse angle, and let's say I'm getting a 3-foot gap, and great, I got it. Or I'm getting this piece. Okay, so it's pretty, like, I want to say it's pretty consistent for everybody. Just go ahead and do that.
That's a lot of like.
Let's go ahead and change the scene here.
electricity you're
Because
using,
look,
sir.
it does waste a bit of time actually. I like how you didn't get hit by that guy.
That was so sick.
Good, useless garbage. Very good grab of
This is
two
the
color
stage I'm
container.
expecting to get the most
I feel like you
practice out of.
recognize the pings a lot. So for Lonely Door in particular, this is a very critical piece to know when to death strat for. Right now, you should be contemplating in your head that it's not yellow or red, or else I would have had a ping already. This is blue. Do I have blue open? Let's check if you do.
It's not to say that you
Alright, very good. You already have that scouted out, but
Yeah.
the point that I'm trying to make is that you could have death stratted 5 seconds ago, because yellow ping's really far away. So just keep that in mind next time. A lot of the things in Security Hall isn't going to be execution based, it's going to be knowledge based.
The one
Let's
below
see,
it
the one below.
is
Yeah,
empty. I
that
don't know
could
where
be
this
blue, it
is.
could be red.
I think it's red.
But
No.
right now it is red and you need to death strat
No.
again. That is unless you want to take it.
Well,
Yes, it's in
I
red.
guess the first thing is that you should probably reset that piece.
Protect blue. Alright. That's a good piece.
Yeah. I wasn't entirely sure. I knew that it could be in red, but I wasn't sure if I
I
should
do like the way you
get
get it,
myself from
but
that.
you went to literally all the wrong spots. I would go to the robot first.
Yeah, who cares?
So the thing about Protect Blue, it could be this robot, so just go to that guy first. Go to that guy first, that's all I want to say.
No, that would be
Yeah,
the one.
very good. You get Protect Blue. Look, you got the spring,
You
but
better
I don't
not
think you
kick
wanted
it,
to
or
get
else
that
it'll get very
particularly.
mad.
I didn't think you wanted to get that actually.
This is like a
So go ahead and get that. Very good.
Mamocha has to
With the
run
square
his
air
own,
duct.
and now I'm getting a
Now this is really weird too. Alright, you have yellow, so that's fine.
Let's
I just
go.
didn't know. Hello.
oh,
You got on a big box. So you want to pay attention to the ping here. Now you should know this is the far guy,
significant improvement. Not like I'm surprised. by
which you do. So credit where credit is due. That's not something I have to tell you. Lonely Door. Okay. Now, at this point, you should know that it's not blue or it's not yellow. This isn't just simply reaction. This is knowledge. Well, actually, this is blue, right? Yeah, this is... No, this is red.
Where?
For me, like,
What? Yeah. Well,
I'm never surprised when I get a
again, I guess my knowledge isn't up to par.
Well,
so many.
So
I'm
here we go.
basically the
This could
same
be-
amount
Oh, that's
ahead
not good.
in terms of RTA.
Are you
as
gonna
well,
set the
so
red saves? Probably not.
That's cool. Also, where's letter L?
I don't see why
There's
you
too many
would
Ls.
set the red saves. So here's the thing again. That's again just knowledge. It's very much akin to egg quarters where the knowledge is really coming to bite you. And there's not much I can do about that, to be completely honest. Alright. Oh, come on. Go to the dashboard. Yeah. So here we go. Let's see. Well, you got a good
So
piece
basically,
here,
don't take
at
any of them.
least. You should.
Exactly.
Alright.
The moment you see any of them, kill yourself.
That's a pretty important ping. It's just that I
Uh,
guess I sort of took it for
my game
granted
froze
that you
for like
knew
3
it.
seconds.
I probably shouldn't have. And
Where
I
is
guess
this piece?
yeah, this is why
Next
you
to
don't,
the
by
A
way.
cardboard box. Let's go.
So you got yellow here. Fortunate for you.
They would never make a typo.
For some of them, like Angry Man, it's just straight up not good.
Yeah, nice recognition of
You'd be right.
between the containers.
Are some of them more
Hiding up there.
distinguishable or
Okay.
something?
This is also what I want to do. I want to make sure that you know what you're doing here, because this is pretty important to know.
As far as I know.
Okay, you have a yellow ping here. This is what I want to demonstrate. All right, so you have hiding up there piece 2. This is 100% consistent. There's no reason not to get this. But how do we do it? We have 3 pings. We have yellow ping, we have green ping, and we have no ping. I'm going to demonstrate what you need to do for both of them. The most relevant part is that you have yellow ping. We have yellow ping right now. Go over here, and you get this piece like this. This is what you have to do. This is for yellow pink. But let's say you have a green pink, then what you have to do. Come over here and you come, then you go over here and you go up to this second part. When I mean second part, I mean this sort of scene that I'm sort of on right now. Then what you're going to do is go over here, and this is where the green ping is going to be, okay? Hold on, let me see who's coming through.
You have 3 pins.
Nobody.
Yellow pin, we have green pin, and red pin.
Here we go. Why is this doing this? Okay. But there's also a third option. We have no ping, but we still have hiding up there. Then we're going to go all the way up. Almost up to the ceiling, and we're going to glide reset. I don't know if you can tell, but my game is lagging a lot. I guess I should have just loaded the punches there. On the glide reset, it's going to be up here. So you want to hug this wall as best as you can, and just really come up here in the corner. So those are the 3 options. There's 0 ambiguity. And that's really good for you, SMB, because I really believe that you can
They're all just less
Strictly worse.
you can get this piece pretty well.
Okay.
Because right now you're just sort of floundering around,
As far as I know.
hiding up there, but you're going lower.
Wait a second.
It's not
Where
hiding
is
down
this?
there, it's hiding up there.
Hiding up there. I don't know where this is.
Okay. Lack of knowledge.
I mean,
But the good thing about a lack of knowledge is we can fix that. It's not like any of this is
predictable.
super top tier CGSS execution. That's what I like about treasure
Okay.
hunting. You don't need
I hate
all
this
that.
piece now, but at least I found
That's
it.
just my personal opinion, though.
Was it
A lot of people just like saying CGSS is free, and well,
It wasn't really far away.
by now you should
But it
know
was
this
like,
is gonna be
I hate it.
yellow.
It's like you see
Yeah,
the
it's
piece and
yellow,
you're like,
very
wow,
good.
I hate this piece.
Now, the reason why I thought it was yellow is because I didn't get a ping.
killed myself? I killed my road. Red X. What is
Alright.
this? What
Yeah,
is
sometimes we all get bad execution every now and then.
this? Out, of course.
It's the
Very
air
good.
conditioner of the security
Yeah,
hall.
problem
Didn't
is-
you know that?
So you're getting this a little bit, but
Red X.
Wait a second.
so you're going.
Where is
so
this piece? Am I
you're-
an idiot?
What are you
Am I?
doing? So
Air
once you get to
conditioner
the
of the
place that you
security hall,
need to
where is
be, then I'm
this?
going to tell you
Are you doing the same thing that I did
the
where you
way
couldn't
that
tell where it
is
was?
really good to get this piece actually.
Intelligence?
No, I just never knew where this piece is. I've never been
Maybe
able
over
to tell.
here.
What's that
I'm gonna
hiccup
tell.
song?
Oh my gosh! Don't die.
Yes, it is. I just got no
Where are you
ping and I was
going?
really confused.
Same, like that same exact
So yeah,
thing
it
happened.
could be in that robot or it could be above. So I'm just gonna demonstrate really quickly how to do so, and the way that you demonstrate how is by simply locking your camera by holding yellow on triggers. This is possible on any resolution as I've tested. Even the GameCube. So you're coming over here and you have air conditioner of the security hall. So what do? Come over here. Oh shoot, but it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up here. It's gonna be purple and you can't miss it, which is good. More things for you to know about.
I'm like,
Let's move on.
am I?
Yeah, most of these stuff I think you're just gonna
How come
like
sometimes
snap
you
and
can
get it,
glide
so.
into lasers and not take damage? It's
So this
very
is
confusing.
red, but for some reason
Is
you're
with
not
the
setting
cardboard
red.
box bad?
I guess you're really just committed to the
Piece, so
the
it's
death
like
strats here.
third, just click on red.
By all means, you were closer
Oh.
to the rear. You were right near the red
Actually,
switch, so
Yeah, I should
I
have
don't
done
see
that.
why you wouldn't.
Unless. Just got 3-foot gap.
You get 3 cylinders again.
Take it. Must be a sub 30. Well, I would
This is
if I could.
hard for me to figure out the ping for, so I don't blame you for getting that. The one below is empty. You can totally
Death
get
Strat.
that. Though I don't blame you for not wanting to deal with it, however.
Alright, so this next security hall is some running up against the 22. Feeling pretty good.
I like going on the railing, like going off the railing so I don't home on to that guy accidentally.
Alright, I'm not gonna
So we
make
have
the
it
same
again.
mistake this time.
I already
promise I'm
demonstrated
not
how to
gonna
get air
make the same
conditioner in
mistake.
security hall. You really want to use your hover frames in order to get it though.
We're done. It got hit the
You're gonna hit the laser,
I'm
dude.
stunned. Like, what is this?
Alright.
place?
Nice.
Let's go. I
I
accidentally
guess dying is a legitimate option, but that wastes our TA, so I really wouldn't
I
mess
didn't
with
mean
that.
to, but I guess.
There you go, hiding up there again. You don't want to get the low spring, of course. You just want to
How
get
come-
the normal spring, and the normal spring will give you enough height. It'll give you more than enough height, really.
How
Taking
come
a
when you press the spring sometimes you just hit the roof? Doesn't make any sense.
Yo, that's nice. I love when I do that. Kind of helps me get a 3-foot cow. Get it?
Piled up containers.
Yeah, it looks like you got the rare one, so I don't blame you. Like, you should
Wait
have
a second,
known,
I'm
yeah,
retarded.
but at the same time,
I thought
like, this is
the
a
piled up
WRP,
containers was.
so
Yeah.
alright, I like your recognition here. Now this piece in particular gave me bad sets. Don't go for that.
Why
here,
is
so
air
it's very
conditioner in
slow.
the security hall inside of a box?
You had a green ping.
How'd they
But
even
the thing
fit?
about it is, I feel like you knew.
How'd they
It's
even
either you
fit
knew or you guessed. And I
air
already told you that you need
conditioning
to take
in
the.
there?
I don't dig down there. That's just bad.
How did they
bad
manage to
form in
fit
general.
air conditioning unit
And I
into
should
a
know
box?
this is blue, so I wonder if you're going to. If you're gonna death strat here or what? I'm not a fan of death stratting in Centurions. The only look. If you're doing a security hall X25 and you
Where's
want to get a
3
good time, then
cylinders?
yes. Reset until the cows come home. But, and yeah, it looks like, again, you're not recognizing that this is a blue safe.
I'm
So,
just gonna death strat because I'm pretty sure it's blue.
if you're doing an X25 and you're resetting till the cows come home, by all means do it.
Yeah,
The
but
problem is
I went to the yellow one and it
that
wasn't
you
there.
already have 50 treasure hunting stage behind you. So why
Yeah,
not set the saves, in
I
my
just killed
opinion?
myself.
That's just my
And
opinion,
now I have
but
piled up containers.
looks like you've been getting good times either way, so.
The yellow one.
Decline container. I really like your piece recognition here. Like you already know which one it is. Gonna sneeze.
Wait a second.
Alright. Okay.
The next one is empty. Please be
Could
yellow.
be blue, could be yellow. But you already know it's not yellow.
Alright, it wasn't yellow.
Just really committed to the death strats. Shot in the air, that's good.
Wisdom prevails. I'm dumb.
So I know what piece this is. Do you know what piece this is?
Door was the letter L, and you just completely screwed yourself.
Clearly
because
not.
that's what happened to me.
You had it really well before, but
And that was good too.
no, you're gonna know. It's fine.
I'm dumb.
It was that
I
one.
went to like 5 different
So
2-colored
yeah, climbing up
containers
is
and it was the
definitely the way
5th
to go
one.
here,
You know what?
because that way you can get these pieces faster.
Losing all my time.
Let's see what your last hint is. By lasers could be over there. Yeah, you're going literally in a direction where the problem with death stratting here, and I think just a pattern of death stratting in particular, is that that could have been yellow and you simply did not check for it. It's not a matter of, all right, I'm going to consciously do this. It's just that you simply didn't check for it. And if you didn't check for it, then what's the point of death stratting? You want to check for the piece, just check for it at least. And honestly, looking at your times, like, yeah, I would just set the safes, dude. I don't think that, for your case, doing death strats so mindlessly, I don't like the way that people do death strats in particular in this stage. I only like the way that I do it. I think the way that I do it is far more efficient because I go by my ring counter. I try to get 0 rings when I can. But anyways, just next time, like, actually check. And I think, again, your lack of awareness that this could have been a yellow piece and consequently going the exact opposite way is what paved the way for you losing a ton of time here. Let's go ahead and move on.
Why is
Because
this piece
think
called
about it this
Invincible
way.
Guard?
You got Invincible Guard, that's not a save piece. But you still would have lost time.
Oh, I guess you're.
It still took a significantly longer time to get that, especially in an RTA category, since you died maybe for no reason. Let's see if you know where this is. You don't? Well, okay, good, you did. You figured it out.
I can relate
And
to
this
this
is
guy.
where I would death strap, by the way.
He's on a big box.
Two-color container. Yeah, this can only be in this spot, so very good recognition here. There's a small animal in that box, so
I can
if you ever do
relate
that
to the lost
category,
child.
never forget.
What security hall are you on?
13.
Okay, you should know where
120,
this is. Not a,
Air conditioner.
well,
Nice
maybe you're
air
just having a
conditioner.
brain fart here. I'm not
Wait a
gonna
second,
put it
it's not
past you.
there?
Because a lot
I'm
of
an
the time
idiot?
during the Centurion,
No
I
way.
believe that you just weren't
They would
thinking
never
about
make
things
me
in
an
a
idiot.
critical way. You're too busy like talking to me about stuff. It's fine, but
That's what I'm gonna do after this.
I'm not gonna mean anything by it.
I'm gonna.
I like
Do
the
the homework
okay. I
that I
like
need
the
to do.
attempt there, but
Because I need to do it.
yeah, you do want the like full spring there. And again, it seems that you don't know where this. You were right there, and I don't
have to
understand
read,
why
like,
you death stratted. Is it
70
because you
more
weren't paying
chapters in
attention?
2
Is it
days.
because you were
Smile.
hungry or something? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, and now you're just.
Nobody's
What's
forcing
going on right now is that you're digging yourself deeper and deeper into a hole when you didn't have to. And that all comes from your lack of awareness.
Amazing. I love that book.
Damn, that's a pretty thick 3-foot gap.
I hope I'm not sounding too harsh or sounding that I'm coming down on you or anything. It's just, I really want you to get better, so.
Blasted into space.
It's a very good piece. I see that you're getting this unintentionally. You definitely want to sort of see that you don't.
Come on.
I don't even know how
Get
you
the
drill
there it
dive.
is.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you doing? I think you're just out of it at this point. So this is a red piece. You definitely want to die here, and it's
They
a good thing that you
I
recognize
can't believe
that.
they patched out Security Hall.
There's a
All of
splash
it's
there
gone
that'll be
now.
able to tell you some valuable information.
Is the letter
Are
L
you just
ever
gonna
a
set
yellow?
the red saves or what?
Nope.
Okay, thanks.
You should know by now that, like, the letter L is never good.
You ever hear that? The engineer.
This is also why I sort of disdain death strats,
Exactly what I say to you.
because you can just have that happen to you and get screwed over. Now you can get this piece, you totally can.
Double saved. Is this what can go wrong in this level? But I thought security hall was perfect.
Alright, time to do Omo Chow clip.
Alright, it looks like you're approaching this pretty well.
Because I got the one above is empty. That's why I would
Could be a
do it.
little faster though, and I noticed
on,
what
just
direction are you going? Yeah, you go
I
that
did
direction.
it.
Okay, good.
I'm cool.
Guy actually struggled.
What's that guy on the railing?
It takes me forever to do. I wonder if I'll ever
A place which is
So you want to
protected
essentially
by spikes.
glide into this guy and turn the other way. Because kicking them, you're losing a little bit of time. Don't get that hint, it's slower. Well, actually, no, you're right. Get that hint. If this is yellow, you're good.
I wish I was under the square air duct, to be honest.
Sometimes we're all a square.
Thinking about egg quarters again, I think. So, useless safe, you got this flash. This is always going to be blue. And if it's not blue, just go in the blue's direction. It might be yellow. Just go to that blue and it'll be fine. But I noticed that you did that already, so there's not much to be said there. Two-car container. Alright, you know you didn't get lucky, so go ahead and just take the spring. Well,
No, I just think they should keep arguing. It's really entertaining.
there's a way to use the hover frames from the from the air that's to your right here to get up to this.
No problem.
She said I'm not good at it. Tommy Easy is the only one who really does it besides myself.
Let's talk about Lego machine number 3. Why are there 3 machines?
That's
in
a
my
lot
opinion,
of
you're
machines.
losing a lot of time, and I think that's partially due to the fact that you're using death strats. Well,
That's
no, not
almost
because you're using
5.
death strats. I think it's just because you refuse to change the safe in a lot of ways. Because death strats definitely have a time and place. It's just, if you're already near the safes, just change it, right? It doesn't make
Because I
sense
used to
to
not
not
save
change it if you're already up there.
set safes.
Because by all means, you could have a slower
I like
set.
associated like in a cold
A
box to
significantly
be a
slower
good
set if you
piece.
do decide to death
Then I
strat.
realized that's
Now,
not
you
at
understand that this could be blue or
because it's
yellow.
not.
Now you're lucked out. That's what I like to see. Taking those risks.
The sound of
Protect blue. Let's see what you do here.
my headphones.
And the good thing is that you are getting the
desk.
Hold on, I was realizing
Also,
behind gate. You are getting
my
the short jump from the spring.
my hard
It's just that
drive
you're not getting it when
has
you
been
want
like
it.
making beeping
Or
sounds.
when it's useful.
It's
I
also
should say.
broken, but
Because who knows,
more
maybe you
importantly,
do
it's been
want it.
making beeping
One blow is
sounds.
empty. That's always a bad
And
piece.
so I was like, wow, am I gonna die? Is there a bomb in my room?
See what you go for now. And
It's
you're
a
doing
hard
your
drive
best. I understand
that's
that.
connected to a USB thing.
You should know what this piece is.
Yeah.
It's right next to you, and you're having that yellow ping for a very long time.
What do you mean? It's a hard drive.
Not like it really matters, but that could have
Yes.
saved you a little bit of
It's
time.
a hard drive.
Very good. You got a good
There's a
piece.
difference between HDD and SSD. That's why I was asking.
I'm a lost child. Let's go.
I mean, apparently, SSD.
Check my audio.
Yeah, but I lost
Yeah,
like
my laptop, like
a lot
I
of
can't,
stuff.
I can't
There's a lot of
stress
things
this
on
enough.
it.
My laptop is on fire.
Did you
Literally
go
on
to
fire.
school?
I'm
Or
feeling
I don't know
heat
if it's gone.
through
Hopefully
my,
I can.
through like hard wood. Okay, letter L should be a good piece. Let's see if you're gonna grab this third. Well, yeah, that's good.
I'm not powerful.
That's exactly the way you should grab this piece.
Let's get
Just
strong.
maybe not spiral upper. That's fine.
Oh, legs gather. I hardly
Okay,
need
yeah,
it.
go ahead, kill yourself.
I just got the letter L twice. Once as piece 1 and the other as piece 2.
Alright, very good. This is where you want to get a low spring, but you don't get it.
That meant you took 2 L's.
Again, it's
No, I
kind of
only
like
took one of
Batman.
them.
Like, it's a hero you
Because
deserve, but you don't
I killed
need.
myself after
I don't
the other
know.
one.
Place protected by lasers. Could be good, could be bad. Let's see if you get yellow. But the thing that I want to highlight is that you really shouldn't be going for this. What? What happened?
That would be insane.
What did I miss?
L 3 times. You took
Sorry.
so many L's that you got the letter L piece 1, 2. Oh, wait, that's
So,
not-
SMB, the thing about it is you can still get this piece because there's a cardboard box above it, so you can still clip into this, I believe.
Yeah.
The letter L 3 times in a run.
But the point is, look at what's going to happen here. You have a place which is protected by
That
lasers.
would be insane.
Spoiler alert, this is above, this is not a safe piece. You go over here, it's not here. And this is my main problem, the main gripe that I see. And this is what warded me away from death strats for a very long time, is that it's not just you, SMB, but like everybody does death strats, and if it doesn't work out for them, it's like, oh man, screw security hall, this sucks. But that's literally a safe piece. That's literally a non-safe piece that you just reset. So what do you want? I guess I'm sort of taking my anger out, but again, you should have known that I don't understand why you did this. I don't know. Now I'm just coming off as an asshole. I don't know why. See, now you just, well, you didn't screw yourself, but
To be
you got a
honest,
safe
in real
piece,
life,
and
I'm
that's
next to
not
the
ideal.
a cardboard box.
I don't understand And
Where-
apparently you don't know where this is,
Wait, is this
but at the
yellow? I
same
thought it was
time you
yellow.
got this in a run before,
Maybe red.
in like Security Hall
Okay,
7,
then I guess it's red because
and you
it's not
decide
yellow.
to kill yourself anyway, which is...
Red right next to the spawn.
All I'm gonna say is that the thing that I can say to you, the only thing I can
I
say is
actually
just
ended up getting
you
the letter
need
L.
the knowledge in order to succeed in this category. Well, in this category, but in Rouge in general and treasure hunting in
It's
general.
actually probably
If people put as much time as they did in Knuckles into Rouge, then they'd be like, oh yeah, Rouge doesn't suck anymore, or at least it sucks as much as Knuckles does. But yeah, you were so close, SMB, to greatness, but it just eluded you. You
Yeah.
always want to go for that far one.
Probably
That's
not.
my strategy. You want to check if this is yellow. You didn't luck out, so you want to kill yourself now. That's good recognition. Like that's the kind of stuff I want to see. All right, so this is either yellow or red. No, this is definitely yellow. No, this is red because this is how I can tell it's red because when you went above that spring, you didn't have a ping. Okay, so that's how you can tell it's red. So immediately you want to kill
Is
yourself
this not the
now.
lonely door? He looks pretty lonely to me. I didn't
But
know there
again,
was a
you
red lonely door.
wasted
Since when?
so much time doing that it's like,
Damn. I can't believe there's a lonely
I don't know.
lonely door in every
And
single
even then,
race of humans.
I mean that's good at least.
Invisible rings mark the spot. Did they expect you to get the upgrade by doing Omo Chow clip or
Sleepy.
something? I'm just talking about
Okay, let's see.
the fact that
Yep,
that
it's
hint
just a
exists
normal
at all.
one, right? Yeah, it's just a normal one. No need to overthink it. Dude, it's a normal one, right? Yeah. So sometimes I get psyched out by this too, so I wouldn't worry too much about this SMB. Like, next to the cardboard boxes
I'm
is
taking
sometimes
30
tough
years to find
to
my
get.
first
Even I
piece.
mess up, so
In match phase.
sometimes everybody
No,
does.
I'm still in security hall. I'm
Because
on
keeping
21.
tracks of the pings and the memorization of the pings is kind of... It gets mixed up, especially for two-color container as well, so I just don't blame you. Just keep working on it and you should be fine. See what you got. So yeah,
Why are
same
there
thing,
like
same
10
idea.
million containers that face each other?
Two-colored container.
Why'd they decide to do that?
3-colored container.
That's how I get it too, but again, there is a strategy. I just don't know how to
Go with the top of the
properly
capsule.
explain it because, and I don't want to embarrass
Alright,
myself
please
by
be yellow. Thank you.
failing to do it.
Wrong. And
So
second,
SMB, we got this piece again, and
if you get married for 35 years and you have a divorce, while you're
okay,
married, it's
so
basically
yeah, that's a serious
Alright,
problem.
here we go again
You
with
got this piece
L is the
prior,
top of the capsule. I'm taking the kid.
which tells me that you know this
No.
piece, and I don't know
Don't do it.
if it's just ignorance on your end, like you know where this piece is, but you want to get a worse time, or
You want call me Tommy Easy, I die.
I don't know. Let's move on. The point is, you need to know.
Is it
Now this is good.
piece?
You knew this ping. It's
No.
kind of similar to Lonely Guard in
Is
a
it
way.
here? Let's go. I got my first piece hintless.
Okay,
I'm
so
cool.
this is definitely yellow.
There you go.
What are you?
Is it the spiky board at the start?
No.
All right, so SMB, let's
was
improve
the one in the
upon our
container.
prior knowledge. This is definitely
That's,
yellow. This is
like, kinda
definitely
cool.
blue, and you don't have blue set. Then you should have ideally known that 5 seconds ago because you didn't have a ping on Lonely Door. Now you do have a ping on Lonely Door. You have a ping on the top of the spring, which means that it is yellow.
The unbreakable container.
I
Here's
think
why
that you
I'm
caught on to
disappointed
that
with my
pretty early
family.
on, so
Well,
well, you grew into that sort of role, so that's good.
I usually get under the unbreakable container without any hints, but I got a hint and I couldn't figure it out, and I was like, I should just try out the desert.
That's really sad.
Piece.
Please don't try
That's
out
good.
in the desert.
Always good.
Everyone, you should be able to get this piece without
Which piece?
trying. Oh, just getting the under the unbreakable container. should just know it.
So there is a certain way you want to get this.
Radar vibrations.
This is one way, but you want to go to the left instead of the right instead.
2 hours. Probably.
Though it really does depend. Alright, so you should, yeah, you already know this is a blue, so you're just taking the bait, as it were.
All right.
Container back.
You don't get a horrible trade back.
Hello. Yes,
The
this
wave
is Silent
camera goes
Motorboat.
on. You want to kick a lot late earlier there, but that's fine.
What would you like to?
Not cutting your kneecaps
2
off
colors inside of one
Container.
container.
Now this is
Insane.
Yeah, even I got
know.
confused.
It's insane.
2 colors. One.
I think this is just up.
Oh, I just realized that this could be at the top, and it is at the top.
I got confused by psyched out by your movement is why.
Thankfully,
Yeah,
I didn't
we're on the
realize
last one.
later.
Above is empty, so
I
could have
just
gone
saw
almost to get that piece, but
the spiky robot
Yeah, it's
just
not like you
fall
can blame
into
me.
its
This is
death.
the letter
That was
L.
really epic.
no, it's not the letter L, but it's still a really bad piece. If you get yellow pink for a really long time, like just kill yourself. For example, this is good because this can be the ceiling one.
Life of
Yeah, that's a
Pi.
ceiling. That's how you know. It's not like I have these pings memorized or anything. You might be thinking that I do because I have them off the top of my head. It's more that I have an intuition because I know how Rouge spawns in after a death. I have a good idea of where the pieces are, so I know how they work out. And if you have this intuition, then where are you going? Yeah, then pretty much nothing will elude you. You'll have
Wow,
no
Melters.
mysteries, and this could be a yellow piece. No, this is blue. No, that's the next one enemy. This is blue, and this is a good call on your end. If you knew this and if you didn't guess to die, if you did guess to die, then
Damn, Melters.
the
It's
ends
kinda
very
thick.
much don't justify the means, and certainly on average, that's not going to save you time. Mad Space. So Mad Space, I know I had like notes here. Oops, dropped something. So it's not like I have these things memorized or anything. My notes are that, well, for example, first of all, you don't got to go this far to check the forest one. You just want to go like a little far, like probably half the distance that you are going right now, and then you want to go to a blue one right away. Now the other thing is that, okay, let me see, what else am I gonna do today? My desk is so dusty. Well, overall, let me review. Yeah, for Security Hall, what I would recommend is just playing Security Hall maybe like 30 minutes a day, non-stop. Just like a straight up 30 minutes a day, and just normally I wouldn't advise to do this, but just play them all the way through. Make sure you don't see the credit screen reset. No, don't reset, but exit out of the stage before you get the third piece. That's my my secret strategy for learning. Mad Space. So overall, a lot of the things with your run is just knowledge based. That's really just it. It's like learn how to learn things. And that's why I'm here really, just to point you in the right direction, really. But I can't do it all on my own. That requires a concerted effort on your end as well. Now, that being said, let's get started. Oops.
The blue light balcony. I'm about to get a 50.
Because there are some execution things, but, well, free piece things, but... Yeah,
It's
you
hot
can
inside.
not go that far.
That's a good piece.
I like how you grab
I
that.
agree.
So,
I like anything that's
Oh
not
goodness,
at the
I've never
top.
seen that in such a long time.
Well,
I'm gonna kick open this rock. Now I just wanna something that's gonna be this is I don't know what your goals are really, SMB. You haven't really told me
Select the stage.
whether or not you want to focus on Centurion or you want to focus on story style. I think Centurion paves the way for Centurion in a very significant way. It's just that it's just not the same. You have to focus on a few different things. So, what you want to do here actually, you want to have your camera tilted towards, you want to hold R first and then go over here. This will give you plenty of time to look for blue light balcony in a Centurion style. But in the in story style, you can still check for this piece, and I've done it before in marathons, and I've done it before during like real runs, checking for for a 3-color container. It's just very different, and I'll go over that. But first, you want to hold R, and you want to lock your camera towards here. Now look at what's going to happen. What's going to happen is that you're going to have the red square piece. Oh shoot. Let's go over this again. I'm so used to let's see if we're doing this quickly. 3-color container, okay. Auspicious. Okay. What you want to do is you want to hold right for a little bit and then lock your camera on to 3-color container, see if it's there. Now it's clearly not there. Next, look at what's going to happen. You just became really efficient right now because now what you're doing, you're going to have red square right in front of you. You can see it, it's right there. No way you can miss it. Then what you want to do is lock your camera again. Well, go for this and look for a crater cart while you're coming over here. Though it's going to be okay. So those are, ow, my blip, 3 free pieces that you can check for right the heck now. But you got that. Oh my god. Gotta figure it out. Go to the, okay.
the only thing I don't like about it
Doing
is
red
how
nails,
it's very loud.
I would take the spring over here actually,
It's
because
also
it is
very loud when
pretty
you break
slow
it.
the way you're doing this.
Makes
But
a big boom sound.
the spring is like attached to the gravity planet, to the holy planet, sort of in the middle, so you can just go to that. Oh, you got
Oh,
dangerous
wait a
star.
second,
Let's
what the
go.
heck is this set?
Need number 3 with 3 legs.
For Capsule Planet, is it
Oh,
better
so
to
you're
take
doing
the
story
rocket or
style
to go
strats.
through
Well,
gravity?
if you are, now this is going to be the perfect time for me to show you this. All right, you and I both got the machine number 3 with 3 legs, and we're going to get the upgrade. And we're going to say to yourself, okay, cool. All right, oh, hey, we got it. Go over here. What I like to do is I like to go over here and not go on the boxes, because what does this allow you to do? I like to go a little slower, and you can check for this. Oh, yo, like this, kind of trying to get it from downtown. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I gotta play this one out. But look, like you can't tell me that that's not clutch, right? This is what you want to see, and I just demonstrated it for you. Okay? Like honestly, this is why you want to check for free pieces. Like it feels super good. Trust me. I'm not gonna get a good time. Well, yeah, I might get a good time. I'm gonna get an average time. I did take my time getting 3-color container though, so it was not my best showing. Hey, this isn't my best showing either. I didn't change the scenes, did I? So, well, look, I can. Yeah, I didn't show the scene. Sad. Well, look, I got a 49. How do I do that? Yeah, I realized that, Indy. Yeah, so, Indy, what I'm doing is I'm analyzing somebody's thing.
How was that?
And I did really
Perfect?
incredibly
Why me?
well, but you couldn't see it, and, well. But the point
Select the
is,
stage.
let me get back on track here. I just saw a 3-colored container, which is a piece. That's fine, okay. But pretend I got a capsule planet piece. I want to go over here, I want to jump, I want to go over here, and I want to check the 3-colored container this way. I want to aim a little bit left and check out where I end up. I end up over here. And I just grabbed 3-colored container, and that's what I was popping off before. Go over here, spiral upper, bam, got it. So, SMB, I saw that, not Indy, but SMB, I saw that that's what you were doing, and I think that would be a pretty good sort of thing to incorporate into your game. Yeah, I agree, this isn't the most fun level. I think it's a pretty bland level, all things considered, so. And SMB, after you do this, don't forget, you want to tilt your camera over here, check for this piece right here. Okay? This is going to be pretty good, and you're never going to, like, you might say green on green, that might be hard to see, but it's going to end up in either in space, or it's going to end up, the background of it's going to end up in space, or it's going to end up near this red nail over here, so you're never going to, like, have to worry about it, really. Then go over here, that's when you want to check for a crater card as well. So you have a nice long view of crater card. Well, because I'm playing in slow motion, and also because it's stuff and things. That's The Walking Dead. Do I know this piece? This is a good piece, man. I just sort of find it in. Now, SMB, if you didn't know, additionally, you never need the iron boots in this level ever, so that's just something I want to know. So let's go ahead and check out another thing that you're doing here. We're almost done. Let's see, we have 24 more left. And as I said before, I'm going to make a separate sort of video about...
Okay.
Sure, you want to grab this piece. Machine number 1 with 3 legs, right?
Yeah.
Or machine number 3 with 3 legs. So it was different from yours.
I've seen it before.
So yeah, we are going to... I'm just going to make a separate sort of video on death strats in particular. Blue and yellow. I noticed, like, I want to say that getting blue and yellow is faster. You didn't get crater card, I don't think. But again,
Also,
crater card, it does pop up every now and then.
I really like
so
this
you
piece.
want to
It's a
check
really
for
cool
it.
piece.
But you get it the
Blue and
swag
yellow.
way. I like
Because
that
you can
about
dig it
you.
from the different platform.
So you should be, yeah, you are going in the right direction here.
It's awesome. I love this piece.
Yeah, you're going in the right direction? Yes, okay, thank you, SMB. So I don't have to tell you all about that now. That's good. Okay, so this is a reset piece that you should never ever get.
The storage container. I don't
yeah.
like this piece.
I think I was talking to you about that during the voice call.
Blue light circle.
That's a great piece.
I know where this piece is.
It's fantastic. Yeah. Happens to me too. Happens to the best
Why
of us,
do the
don't worry.
switches like have no hitbox? Just wondering.
No worries. But essentially, I'm going to show you the movement to get this piece. You did a big...
Between two moons. I know where this is.
Yeah, between two moons.
Sort of.
You know where this... Oh, no. Alright, you want to avoid the gravity planet and... Yeah, that's not too slow, honestly.
There's a lot of pieces that are right
you
under
want to clear the
capsule,
gravity
just
planet
saying.
entirely, because... I'm not going to say you're going in a big circle or anything, but...
Between the machine with 3
Alright, so this is...
legs.
I just want to point out that this is the free piece that I was talking about.
Yeah, but I got it after
before.
dying.
And we're going to see this...
Oh,
in
I just
action
realized
here.
where it is. It's on capsule, right?
That's the spring that you want to take, by the way. It's just a little bit faster. In my eyes, anyway. And I don't know where you're going, SMB, but you're gonna check out where this free piece is. And this is something that you want. Like, this piece is stupid common,
this is
so
a piece
you
that's
definitely
just, like,
want to
floating
check
out
for it
somewhere,
too.
right? Yeah, there it is.
Okay, that's. I just realized that. Yeah, alright, nice grab. I missed that.
I don't
because
care. I just got a free
I
piece.
can never check for it anymore.
I didn't really hear what you
So,
said.
at this point, you should
What'd you
know
say?
that 3-color container piece 3 is still on the table,
Sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say myself.
which is not what you want to
I think
see,
you said
but
something about like
it really
17th versus
is
story
there,
style.
though, is the problem. Yeah, dude, I went up there too. SMB and I are the same.
Wait a
Anyways,
second.
alright.
I'm zoned
It's on there. There's no container within there. But you know that.
I'm
I'm not
kind
going
of
to
playing one
squabble
of the
over the
coolest
semantics
stages
here. There's
ever.
no need for that.
Oh, never
that
mind.
sucks,
It's not the
doesn't it?
coolest stage
Because
anymore.
you had to get it too. It's
'Cause I
just,
just got
in a
3-color
story style run, I
container.
think you would be able to
Yo, that's what I got in the mirror.
keep up with it. So let's go ahead
Melters only
and
does Knuckles and Rouge.
If I were to do an
just
IL,
one box
what
on
would
the
you do?
grass. Dude, you went like, why are you going all the way over there?
Final Rush,
I guess
Mission
you weren't
3.
paying attention or something.
Um,
Dude, now I feel bad.
no.
I feel like
Why
I'm being too
not?
harsh. But at the same
not?
time, this is just how I talk.
What do you mean because of Dage?
I missed too close to the forest. How do we do this? Because Dage, he does the Dage.
Yeah, let's just
fucking
spiral
things.
upward to get that
Why
next
would I
time.
compete with that?
First place.
Wait, what are you
I
talking
don't like
about?
getting...
What's
I
the
would just
Dage
get a
skip?
hint here.
Dage skip is the
So,
one
so this is one of the problems. I just want to show you that this hint right here is very... It's gonna mean a lot to get this hint. Let me just... So, you're coming from dancing wooden box on the grass. Right? So where do you go? Get a hint. Okay, so I want to go over here. And, alright, cool, I got it. There it is. Look at where the hint is. It's just right over here. But you went all the way down there, so you want to get this hint next time. So that's a good thing to... I think you know where like a lot of the hints are, which is really useful. It's just that one little spot. There
That's
we
in
go.
Final
Let's
Chase, isn't it?
look at it some more.
Oh, did you not say?
It's on
Final
OBS, right? Okay,
I
cool.
said Final Rush.
Oh, might be.
Light, you want to dig behind it.
The Final Rush is
Behind it. Yeah, Dangerous Moon.
But it's really fun.
Sonic levels.
Get the point.
I don't even know if Sonic's a character that
Blue
exists
light
in this
circle.
game.
I think he does.
So you want to
I
gun
looked
straight
and
for
I'm
this one
pretty
by
sure I
going
saw
to
him
the
in the
left
game.
when you get to the gravity
Never
planet.
played Sonic.
To the holy planet, I should say. Again, if you're going this slow, you may not be able to see the free pieces.
Faster.
You did go left this
I-
time, which is
Totally faster.
good.
No one can convince me that
But you don't want to be gliding, by the way. It's just not very good form. And it's not like your form has to be like immaculate or anything. It's just... It's whatever.
Where
right?
is this? Where
Yeah,
is
come
it?
on, SMB, read the numbers. Machine number 1. Machine number 1. I'm like crying and shaking. It's machine number 1.
Come on.
Okay. Like this happens sometimes, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, they had us in the first half. Okay, and then you ignore the hint. And you get the hint possibly the farthest away from your current location.
No, yes, no, yes.
It's not good.
No,
Get
maybe.
a really bad piece because of it.
Perhaps.
Well, not because of it, but
Under some circumstances.
it's gonna take you another 20.
for RTA viability.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that was your third piece.
Time I
That's
tried
fine.
it, I got it. Which was
Okay.
cool.
But it took you almost...
I want to
My goodness, look at these mad spaces. And again, I think that... Let me like try to identify... The thing that's keeping you back, SMB, I think,
I wouldn't put it past
is...
have it down.
Yeah, you don't know where the pieces are for a lot of these.
Whatever
but
setup there ends up being,
another
it'll
thing
probably
is
require
that
pause buffering.
the hint monitors that you get in the capsule plan is really critical for you to get. Because you're going around the world to get these
'Cause,
hint
like, I'm pretty
boxes
sure
that are
it's the
so
frame
far
perfect
away. Just don't do that. I've demonstrated where the pieces are, so I think that... Oh goodness, I'm losing
Yeah,
my
I'm
voice.
not sure, but I'm pretty sure that you like have to
I think that we should
get
be able to
the
move on from here.
animation right as you hit the spring. What was this piece? Flying
Flying
container.
container? Just again, another footnote here. In order to get this piece,
Just look
you
at
just
it.
want to like drill dive into it or do whatever you need to in order to.
Star by a
Okay.
burning watch,
So yeah,
man.
this is gonna be on the bottom side of the capsule planet. Looks like
I'm
you
wondering.
you were well, you formerly were going. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
That's in the orange.
Good.
This is like putting me to sleep right now.
Again, I like to say in the
Good night,
background in the beginning,
Melters.
but
Right, Shadow. The hedgehog.
she number one with 3 legs, my guy.
Play
Where is
Like I'm
peace?
half asleep and I still remember that.
Rouge Centurion?
Dude, you don't
What's
get a
that?
1. Oh. When did that become a 232?
Well, I've been thinking to myself, you know the piece
Yeah, you don't want to glide here. You
I
don't want to go
recently,
any. So, again, I didn't think I would have to demonstrate this, but I just want to show you the two hint monitors that you should go for. So I already showed you this one. Let's say you're over here, okay? Oh goodness, I've never seen that happen before. Look, you're over here, and you're like, okay. Machine number 1 with 3 legs. I got it. This is the hint monitor you want to go for. You want to go for this one right here. Okay? This one right here. Like, this is the one that you're going for. Imagine if I went for this one, and look at how much time I'm wasting by doing so. It's a lot of time wasted, and you can avoid that just by going for those two. Hey Gerp, I'm just doing a Centurion analysis. Congrats on your sub 30, by the way. I know I popped up pretty hard for mine when I did mine. And sort of along the same lines, Gerp, I'd like to extend the offer again to do another analysis for yours because I'm sort of on my way here and almost done with this one. And I noticed that you were gonna do something about. You're gonna. Sorry, my brain. Gerp, what am I trying to say? I don't know. Congratulations on a job well done for your sub 30. If you want to submit your Rouge X25s to me, and I'll do them sort of piecemeal. I just did SMBs like all in 3 hours, which is surprising, but just let me know
Evil
if you'd like to do
Liquid.
that. So Evil Liquid. So for Evil Liquid in particular, there is a certain way you want to do
Yeah.
this. You don't want to take too many rockets here because it's actually slower and it takes you in a different direction than where you want to go. So look, you take this rocket, you want to climb up. You don't want to take this rocket.
right next to me, right?
That actually slows you down significantly by like 2 or 3 seconds actually. And honestly, in this level,
Maybe
you
you
want to be
should.
saving as much time as you can. So let me demonstrate what you want to do. Okay, so I'm over here, and I'm like, okay, I'm literally in the same situation as you are, and I have Evil Liquid, okay? I'm over here. Dude, Grip, I'm terrified. Well, I'm not terrified, I'm just kind of sad. I don't want to be too aggressive. Because I feel like a lot of the things that I say is just like a lack of awareness and lack of knowledge about the stage level pings and everything. But anyways, positivity. Let's go over here. If you have Evil Liquid, you want to go over here. You want to go up to this sort of line. You see that line? See, go up to this line. You want to be like over here. I'm glad you said like there's no tomorrow. And trust me, ooh, is this a strat? No, that's no strat I ever heard of. Speak English and strat. Yeah, that's how you want to get this piece. It's much faster. Let's go back to the action here. Well, it's fairly moot at this point.
Yellow container balcony. Whatever.
Wait, what? What's happening? Oh, you got Evil Liquid piece 2. That sucks.
I'm
Yeah,
idiot.
and SMB.
My brain has turned off.
Like,
It's officially
this
gone
is a lesson
off
that you
mode.
won't soon forget. Just don't.
I can't get this piece.
don't go down because you're already up there,
Why is
and you could
there
get a piece. It's sort of
is
like
there any piece
Meteor Herd
called
if you
yellow
get a
container
gun's
balcony? Whatever it is,
machinist
yellow
protecting
light
the arc.
balcony.
You don't want to dig right down right away, and it's the same thing
Why?
with the evil liquid.
There's a
Okay,
yellow light
it's
balcony.
like
And
you
there's a
could
piece.
get a piece
No,
that's all
I'm
the
just
way up there, so
let's go.
may as well, right? 3-colored container, very nice.
You can't hear melters?
Again,
Why
I feel
not? Can you
like
hear
I was looking at
desktop
Iden,
audio
and he takes the red rocket a
all?
lot.
I'm really
But
quiet, so
Tommy
I
said
don't
it's
know.
not faster, so at the same time, I don't do what he does because Tommy. Oh, once you said sub 29. Yeah, so SMB, I don't know where you're going, my guy. But, and you don't even go the right way? Yeah, there you go. But you're good, you're good. Like, I don't want to. The thing about it is, SMB, I don't want to take the the hard work that you put in and take it for granted. Like, you are super, like, extremely skilled at this, so I would like to give credit where credit is due. Like, really pat you on the back
Lonely
there. But
light in the dark. Shoutouts to
yeah, Gerb,
Tylenol.
I understand. I understand. Please understand.
Tylenol's not lonely.
But at the same
Tylenol
time,
backwards is lonely tea.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, it actually is.
so this SMB,
Try
I
it.
like this a lot.
Yeah,
You dig
try spelling
straight to,
Tylenol.
well, you
Try
almost
spelling
dig straight to
Tylenol
Lonely Light
backwards.
in the Dark.
Bonvar.
Since you know where this is, you're gonna be very well off.
Oh
Now,
my god. That's gotta be his rapper name.
get them when I post so
I'm pretty sure that's like his name on something.
when you're ready.
Oh, what's your rapper name?
So you're already 10 minutes behind your PB. But yeah, that's the problem, SMB. You don't want to dig too
It's a
deep
really cool rapper name
because
on
it's going to be up here and now you don't have enough height. Do you have the same exact set, by the way? Yes, you do have the same exact. I think we got the
becomes
same exact
unavailable
set.
for 6 months.
What are you doing there? Alright. Let's just skip over that. That's kind of weird. But, okay, so we're gonna.
With three.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know
yeah.
what kind of strats you're doing. You're sort of doing like a mix of Centura and Ansori style strats, which is odd, but I'm sort of like rolling with the punches here at the same time.
Alright, we're gonna. This is a sequel to Great.
Thirsty.
Get it?
Got some lemon water.
You get it. This guy said lonely tea.
Yeah, I'll get this one eventually.
I'm pretty
He went to
sure
everyone
Tylenol's
besides the
nickname
ones
on
that-
TGU was like Lonely Tea in the Dark at some point.
This is the problem. I mean, I feel like I can do a much better job at helping, because saying that you don't know things, know it, is kind
Where
of
is
not
this
helping
piece?
in a lot of ways. That's sort of like my own self-critique, but at the same time, what are you gonna do? You're literally going in the way that you're not.
Far backwards is retro.
It's like Scooby and the gang trying to figure
What
out
the
something.
fuck?
I don't know. You doing this for a minute, SMB? What are you doing?
No.
All right.
I'm not
gotta
gonna
listen to
find
this
it.
conversation.
Okay.
Well, apparently I was. I forgot to mute. Ow, my funny bone. You ever like lay on your funny bone by accident? That's what happened to me. Oh, man. I'm always so nervous whenever I get a. But yeah, this is a good set though. Oh wait, what? Yeah, I don't know if you weren't paying attention or what. I was too busy thinking about like I want to get an email back, trying to see if I got a job application, but it's just so like I had that interview 4 weeks ago is the thing. That was the third interview too. So I think I'm gonna send a few emails and that's when I'm gonna apply for more jobs. Because in my opinion, the thing about it is whenever I go for an interview and I think it went really well, I get too intoxicated on the fact that it went well and that I did well in the interview, as if that actually matters. I think it really I think it really boils down to if you get a really good interview, you send that thank you letter and then you go to apply more jobs. Don't ever assume that you got a job or anything like that because really the most important thing is that you keep on continuing the good fight instead of just saying like, oh, let me take a break from protecting the machine that protects the storage container. Let me just take a break from like applying for jobs because I had a really good interview today. Like that's only going to invite laziness really, and just it's going to it's going to it's going to invite laziness, and it's going to invite a fact it's going to do even more things where it's going to be like, oh, dude, I probably got that job. I'm just going to wait until, like, it's a really dumb thing where it's going to be like, I'm going to wait until I get the acceptance, the offer letter that's probably never going to come. Again, like, you need to be realistic, and you have no idea about the volume of applicants or what's going on behind the scenes, or if you have the qualifications. There's just so much you don't know, and that placing your faith that you're going to get a job is simply ignorant. And honestly, I fell into that ignorance because I was resting on my laurels for a little bit. So like I had such a good interview, this is like the perfect job for me. I can't wait. But yeah, good death strats here. And the good thing, SMB, I don't have to ever tell you, oh my god, that's some good RNG. But I never have to tell you where these pieces are on the ground, and I think it feels like there's just a lot in mat space that I've went over already, which is really the hints in the capsule planet, which is losing a lot of time. It's just the other thing is that and then you just don't know where some hints are, which I understand, but where did he go? I don't remember. But yeah, I think that's what it ultimately boils down to for the time saving this level. Let's start on the prairie. Alright, there's a prairie. Where can you find a prairie, SMB? Sometimes I forget that this one exists. Like it's such a rare piece too. Because look, this is the other problem. Like it's a good thing because it's a good thing we recognized it. Like these hints that you're getting is just nonsensical in a lot of ways. Dude, you could have gotten that black container balcony piece. Here we go. Red light balcony. Very bad, but got a free piece. I like the attempt here. You have lives to spare. It's funny how Rouge Centurions use more lives than they don't. Wrong light, very good. I guess this is faster. It doesn't even seem faster to me, honestly. And now you're just going in like I think you went into a 420, honestly. You dug for no reason. Alright, so you get red square right now. I think I was clamoring over this as well. So, this is what I want to highlight as well, though. This is a good learning experience because red square is something that is another free piece. It's not going to be highlighted here really because this rocket doesn't show it off, but yeah. You found this piece way faster than I did, by the way, because I had no idea. I think I remember this piece from my childhood because believe it or not, I played when I did play SA2, I played a lot of treasure hunting stages only. So I think I do remember this piece from my childhood. In addition to things like three-faced ghosts, etc., etc. But yeah, we're almost through here. Let's see if there's anything else. I really don't think there is because the thing about SMB, it's not like you're a complete beginner at this and like there's so much I need to go over. I've already went over the things that I need to go over, honestly. And if there's nothing else I need to go over, I think you're gonna be fine. So I guess let's go during this time I'm just gonna go over until your Centurion runs out. I guess I'm going to go over the things that I think would be able to be improved. And let's start with mat space. for mat space. I just believe that the way that you handle the capsule planet is very critical. What do I mean by this? I mean that you're getting hints that are really, really far away and inefficient to get, and that's killing your time. That's killing your reaction time, because when you're getting these hints, it's like by the time you get it, you don't know where to go, and you're already going to have to take a slow rocket when the spring is way faster. I'm talking about the spring to the Holy Planet versus the rocket to the Holy Planet. There's a lot of time saved there versus the ground piece versus anything. That's where a lot of your time saved lies. In addition to that, again, is just free pieces. You can check for a few free pieces. It's not free in the sense that you can go and grab it right away, because you can't and should not grab 3-color container right away. It's just that at least you're going to know when you can skip a hint, saving a little bit of time, and that little bit of time can keep up. But look at this, like that's a lot of time wasted. Now, as for Security Hall, there are a lot of things that can be improved here, which is a good thing because there is a lot of room for improvement. So what can be improved exactly? Death strats can be improved, and it all really boils down to knowledge. You just took a 360 here, which is not very good. This crescent green is going to be under the green crescent planet with like a lot of green stuff under it, so keep that in mind. But I feel like I'm going to choke. Just take this piece, by the way. Like, it doesn't matter. You're already losing time. Um, anyways, the moon between something. Let's go. You get a lot of rare pieces. So, for Security Hall in general, if you're going to use Death Strats how do you say, so much, and if you're going to be very stringent about just having yellow safe, then you need to understand which pieces are yellow safe, which pieces can be yellow safe, which pieces you should check for before you check for something that can be potentially be blue safe as opposed to yellow safe. Which is a place protected by lasers piece 3, for example. As for in addition to next to the cardboard box is always going to be yellow, and even though you got it one time, you never got it again. I feel like it's very interesting. I didn't know what hint you got there anyway. Guess it doesn't matter. Lonely House is good though. So just really playing Security Hall with this knowledge in mind, I think is going to be really good for you. By the way, you want to sort of do like a slope run and run on the slope here, but it's kind of hard to explain. That being said, in Security Hall, you really want to put a keen focus on knowing the level more, knowing it inside and out, knowing, like, the thing about it is, I think you're going the wrong way, aren't you? No, you're going the right way. I'm the one who's going the wrong way. So, I can tell that I'm getting a cold or something. I think I'm need more liquids in my body. So, yeah, honestly. So yellow light circle can be in 2 places. Again, I don't recommend going into that box SMB, honestly. So for Security Hall, I really do think that knowledge is going to be power here. And along with the little things that I've told you, I think I can, oh shoot, there are things that that I wanted to tell you, sort of like like under the unbreakable container, as opposed to knowing the pings of that right away. And the close to color container that's right next to it in a story style run, but didn't really come up during the run, so that's why I didn't really. Oh, I need some water. Bring it up. Much better. That's not that piece, SMB, but you're close enough. The good thing about this piece, SMB, if you know where Lonely Night in the Dark is, you know where Base of the Tilted Light is. Never forget that. I think the key is to be more aware as well. Just when you're doing practice, you should really be treating these practice as seminars to further your own growth as a player. Don't just do it because like you do it for fun or because you want to improve. Well, you do it because you want to improve, but focus on your growth and the knowledge of growth as a player, or growth of your knowledge as a player. That's the sort of disposition that I carry myself with whenever I want to learn anything in this game. So whether or not you want to adopt that, it's up to you. I'm not telling you. I can only recommend. So as for egg quarters, I think a lot of it is just, again, boils down to the knowledge. But again, SMB, what I want to stress is that you have people like so much. I want to give so much credit to Dage. So much knowledge of a player, has tons of great execution, but he doesn't really like think about. Well, he does think about things. I'm not gonna, maybe he's a bad example, but he doesn't. Well, a lot of people don't critically think about the free pieces that are optimal to check for. And in egg quarters, I think this is paramount to anything. Because think about it that way. I have a specific highlight where you could have checked for slowly swimming, but you just straight up didn't. And well, I mean, look at what you're doing right now. You're just, well, it's gonna happen. What are you gonna do? You have to get that one SMB that spring. So check it out. What you want to do in egg quarters in particular, Centurion style. Well, first of all, you want to incorporate the oh, SMB, are you gonna figure this one out? You want to, so egg quarter Centurion style, you want to figure out what's the most optimal way for me to check for these free pieces. Should I go through a room that I've already checked for free pieces for, or should I not? And the answer is no, of course. Um, check for the free piece. Like you don't, honestly, you can even not check for on a needle and you'll be fine. It's really not something that's super required anyway. It's just something that I think is pretty cool. You may think that like a free piece I want to check for that, right? But it's really not that powerful of a check once you really think about it. I mean, I know Talon does it. Ever since I popularized it, people have been doing it like hotcakes. Dage does it as well. Oh my god, did you get like a crazy set here? Anyways, so I'm not gonna say that it's easy, because really critically thinking about what pieces I should check for and how efficient I should spend my time is not something that you want to do in a Sonic game. You want to go fast and you want to do the best strats, but in Rouge in particular, this is going to checking free pieces is paramount, and if you want to go anywhere as a player, as like a really good player, as a top, like you're probably top 20 in the world right now, SMB, for Dark Story. So if you want to go even further than you are right now, then Rouge is going to be super important. Now here's the thing, right? A lot of people, like, I think it's really a mentality thing where it's a lot of people like praise sort of getting good with execution before like doing skips, but really having that critical thinking, and now that you know where a lot of these pieces are, SMB, well, maybe you don't know all of the pieces, but now that you know like most of them, I think that for egg quarters in particular, having that knowledge of like what to do, like, all right, like your mission is I will want to be more efficient, as efficient as I possibly can with checking pre-pieces. Where can I go to check more free pieces, and how efficient can I be? I think that sort of disposition would be pretty fruitful in the long run. Okay, you're getting top of machine number. I don't even know what you're doing. Now for Dry Lagoon, by a large margin is your strongest stage. What I mean by this really is, oh my god, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna get sick. It really is your strongest stage, and I don't have much to say about it. It's just like a few little things, and that's really where a lot of the things that I'm saying about execution comes into play. By the way, sticking star piece 3, you want to do the same thing as Evil Liquid, by the way. You want to climb up, and you want to just do the same thing that I did with that. So you want to go over here, climb this wall, and don't take this rocket. I just wanted to point that out now. That's all I wanted to say regarding Dry Lagoon. I was about to spill water all over my laptop. I mean, hey, it's already burning up, so. Who's counting? So yeah, we're coming up on your last stages here. So that's just an overall synopsis of what you can improve on and what I recommend. Oops. Yeah, hitting that thing, like I struggle with it a lot, so I would refer. So let me go over the referrals again. I want to refer you to Axel Thunder for Lonely Statue Clip. No. I want to refer you to Axel Thunder. Where are you going again? Axel Thunder for box clip in particular. I think he's just the best at it and the best guy to ask about it. Maybe DM him or ask him in the Dark Story chat. But Tommy Easy, well, there's just a video I can link you to do the statue clip pretty consistently. It is a consistency if I'm just bad at it, and I can't teach you something that I'm bad at, which is unfortunate. So, yeah. Now, if you have any questions, of course, you can ask me. I wonder if Drum Basher can help you with anything, because he has been instrumental with your learning in with your strats that you've been doing, and everybody should be doing in Dry Lagoon. So there's that. Just looking at my TV right now. All right, so there's 25. Forgot what piece you had. But certainly there's a lot of things that may not have come up, especially story style things, because Rouge Mission story style are vastly different than yeah, you really gotta know. This can only be in one spot, SMB. Like, a lot of things are sensitive to story style only, so you want to know. So what I'm anticipating is that there's a lot of things that might come up in the future, and I might have to make another video, or you can just ask me and we can take it from there. Yeah, top of the capital sucks. But the moment that you know where the hint monitors are in this level, you should be fine. And by the way, if you're getting this piece on the bottom, you want to get the hint monitor above you. Let's see if you go for it, actually. Because if you know it's here, then... Yeah, here you go. You get that hint monitor and you're good. Well, alright, SMB. So, here's your Centurion analysis. I hope you learned a lot. I hope I didn't come down too hard on you. I don't want to criticize you, but at the same time, I want to be honest as well. So I definitely made that a priority. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Right now, I'm going to